And welcome to round 9 Perth Footy League A-grade competition out here at Charles Riley Reserve. My name is Ward Harris, joined again by Mark Winnett. Mark, how are you, mate?
Very good, Ward, yep. Loving today's contest. Bit wet, but really looking forward to today's game.
Absolutely right. Look, undercover at the moment, which is nice, both rugged up as well, mate. You notice my melon looking pretty ordinary in the old Motor Neurons beanie today. And look, we've got the pleasure of calling the, I think it's a big freeze at Chaz number 4. So, look, a great opportunity for North Beach Footy Club to, look after a really good cause. And, look, hopefully both teams put on a good contest today as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic for North Beach Football Club. Obviously raising money to support M&D and those who are affected by that, and really looking forward to seeing you go down the slide at half-time today, Ward. I'll be up here watching, but really keen to see what costume you put on when you go down that slide.
Mate, it's going to be exciting, and I'll tell you what, if we get enough donations in, I'll leave Mark Winnett here at half-time, and I'll quite happily go down the slide, mate. But we'll see how we go. If you want to see that happen, don't forget to donate. I think there'll be opportunities throughout the broadcast today where you'll see a QR code come up. And look, if you want to get some more information on MMD, or if you want to donate as well, definitely scan in on that and follow the links. And there'll be an opportunity to do that. But look, back to the footy. We do have North Beach and Bassendean today. And look, we've seen these teams a little bit throughout the year. North Beach, look, last week they beat Kingsway by 45 points at Kingsway's home ground. Lucas and Johnson kicked 3 each. And look, they currently sitting on the ladder, second spot, 6-2, Mark, and look to be one of the form teams of the comp.
They certainly are, yeah. We've seen them a couple of times and they've been very impressive. And obviously at their home ground here, they're very hard to beat as well. And a couple of big ins too from their last games with young Jack Beverley coming in, and they've really experienced Daniel Leishman also into their lineup. So quite formidable for the rest of the competition at North Beach look to keep getting stronger. Absolutely
right. The other player that comes in is Sam Lamont, who, look, we thought might have ended up with an ACL injury really early in the season, but looks like it wasn't obviously that bad unless he's made a miraculous recovery and look back out on the park today, an important player for them. Bassendean, we got to see them, 2 weeks ago now, it was actually against North Fremantle, and look, North Freo looked to be possibly the goods up to half-time, but Bassendean finished strong. Won by 20 points. Levi Ridley, probably their best player, kicking 4. And look, they end up with a pretty big in this week as well.
Yeah, they do. And we're talking of Dino Ross there, big key forward coming in for Bassendean today. And yeah, look, I was quite taken with that game, even though it was at two sides at the bottom end of the ladder last start. Bassendean's ball use was impressive when they got the ball. Ward, we saw them. They like speed on the ball. They like to move quickly from half back, and they switch and go really fast with their offensive ball movement, and they've got some dangerous forwards to kick to. So North Beach will have to pay them respect today, because when Bassendean get the ball, they are very dangerous.
Absolutely right. And look, as we go and look at the two sides today, and as we mentioned, there's a couple of big ins for both sides. We mentioned we got to see Bassendean last week. Look, mate, who do you think is probably some of the key players for Bassendean this week?
Yeah, if they're going to be any hope of toppling North Beach here at home, they're going to need their best players to stand up. And starting at the top with Levi Ridley, 4 goals last start. He's got some X factor about him. He can play in the midfield, go forward. He's a really nice size and can kick some goals. And then you've got his mate Jason Daniels, again, really big-bodied midfielder in the Perth Football League, who can also go forward, but he'll make his presence felt in and around the contest today. And then the likes of Kane Archie, again, former Peel Thunder player, plays up forward and goes into the midfield, but really powerfully built and dangerous again around goals, and will use his size and strength. And then a young kid I watched, last week at centre-half back, young Mark Vader. I think he was really impressive for Bassendean, playing key defence, and he'll need to be today with the likes of Batechia and Johnson to handle for North Beach. And the last one's Big Dino Ross coming in as that key forward, I think, for Bassendean. Didn't get to see him last start, but they did look like they were probably a key forward short. So I think with him in today, should straighten Bassendean up and give him some confidence to kick the ball in long and quick, which is what their game plan wants them to do, Ward.
Yeah, they seem to play that very, very well, and I think this oval, it looks like it could be conducive to that kind of style of play as well. But look, it's definitely a bit wetter underfoot, which those big bodies are going to really need to knuckle down today. Look, some key players for North Beach Footy Club, and we probably start with that midfield group. And look, they've probably got one of the better ruckmans in the comp in Cole Cranley, and he's going to be a key player for them. Basso, they run Toby Bennett-Smith and sometimes Norrie as that backup ruckman, but Cranley probably the best big ruckman on the ground. And then a couple of their key midfielders in probably Lawler and the returning Sam Lamont, and even Craig Hoskins through there as well. So that midfield group going to be very, very strong. Shannon Lucasen, he's been in great form so far this year. We picked him in our mid-season team of the year so far, playing off half forward. And look, he's going to be a real challenge for one of the defenders down there today. And look, the last player that I'll probably mention is the backman in Tom Hooper. Does he end up with a Brodie Sutton? Does he end up with Dino Ross coming in? I think either way, that's going to be a good matchup. So look, we're set up for a pretty good contest today. Look, North Beach's home ground, mate. Putting you on the spot. Who do you think wins this contest, and look, probably by how much?
Oh, look, I think North Beach probably should get the job done here today at home. I think they just their maturity across the board. It's probably going to be a little bit too much for Bassendean. I'm really hoping Bassendean can put up a really strong showing and show us their style of footy. But I think North Beach will probably get over the line by about 23 points, Ward.
Beautiful. Look, I'm probably leaning towards something similar as well. I think we're going to end up with a pretty tight contest, and look, North Beach might just get out in the end. But look, we're set up for a good contest, as we mentioned here, for the big freeze game here at Charles Riley Reserve. Remember to get on board, make sure you support them, get some extra information as both teams start to go through their final warm-ups. We might actually flick across to a very short break and start to get ready for this game here at Charles Riley Reserve, round 9, North Beach and Bassendean. We'll see you very soon after a short break. And welcome back to the broadcast of the round 9 fixture between North Beach Footy Club and Bassendean. Look, getting really close to the bounce now. North Beach looks like they're going to be kicking to the left of screen at the moment. Bassendean to the right, starting ruckman for both sides. Looks like we got Cranley. And I think it could be Bennett Smith possibly in the ruck starting for the Bassendean Football Club. Jack Beverley, one of the big ins in the last couple of weeks. He'll start in the inside mid group as well. Hold on to your hats, folks. We're set up for an absolute cracker as the umpire throws up the ball. One down straight away by the player for North Beach in Cranley, but hooked forward straight away by Bassendean. Well done by Halley as he comes out of defence, picks up the ball and kicks long. Doesn't quite land in North Beach, but big tackle there by Hooper. Hooper starting forward this week for North Beach Footy Club, and we ended up kicking 2 goals last week, Mark. So another good choice by Ryan McKenzie. Decided to back in the big fella forward again. Yeah,
good to see versatility for Hooper, being able to play back and forward. I think he was one of our defenders in the team of the year to date, so obviously he doesn't like that, wants to go and play forward.
Good on him. As another stoppage so far, and I think there's going to be a few of those today, just with these wet conditions. A little bit of breeze, but nothing too major to speak up as the umpire throws the ball up again. Cranley just hacks it forward. Scurrier able to pick it up, and once again, umpire grabs the ball, and he'll come in for another stoppage.
See, Jason Daniels has started forward today too for Bassendean, not inside, which is an interesting swap up.
As the umpire throws it up again, Bennett Smith. He's given away a free kick, and Cranley will get it as they look for their first inside 50. Cranley just sets it up to the leading player there. Good spoil over the top by the player in Reece Anderson. Quickly followed up by Riley Saunders, and it goes out of bounds just inside 50 for North Beach Football Club. And we've gone, look, only 1.5 minutes in this first quarter. As the umpire goes to throw the ball in again. Hooper in the ruck this time for North Beach. Just pitching out as Cranley stays out of that contest. No one able to pick that one up. Good tackle there by Connor Tolley. And once again, another stoppage.
Yeah, Cranley just happy to sit out as that spare player off the board wall at the moment.
Umpire throws the ball up again. Bennett Smith able to win that one down quite nicely. Big tackles straight away. A couple of North Beach players, a couple of Bassendean players. And probably about the 6th stoppage so far of this game. Nice and early. Umpire balls it up again. Bennett Smith able to take that one out quite quickly. Big tackle there by Scurrier. And the ball goes out of bounds. And the umpire says, I will throw it in. So both teams just feeling each other out to start this contest at the moment. Some interesting matchups along the ground. Umpire throws the ball in again. Hooper probably able to knock that one down. Picked up by the Bassendean player who just shovels it out there. Fernando able to go the quick hands across to McNamara. Going down the line. Good long kick there. 2 Bassendean players there. 2 North Beach players as well. Well done and picked up by the North Beach player. But good pressure by Bassendean. Levi Ridley just goes to hack off the ground. Can't quite get it through there. No one able to pick up the ball. Good tenacity from both sides there. Daniels able to knock it out. But goes to Botticia from North Beach. Left foot kick. And just going back with the flight of the ball. There's a play from Bassendean who takes the chop off mark. Not a lot to kick to at the moment. Just goes inside 50. Oh, well done by the play there in Murray. Just knocks it forward. Goes straight to Lawler. Lawler goes to hand inside. Finds Murray, who just goes up the line there. And taken out by the North Beach player in Hooper.
So got an injury early, Ward. Holden's he's coming off. Maybe done a calf for North Beach, which isn't a good sign early in the game.
No, it does not look to be in a good way as the trainer meets him in the middle of the ground. And it looks like he's going to take a little while. So Matty Holden, we had that match-up on Daniels nice and early, and Leishman's gone back to him now as Bennett Smith wins that one out of the ruck there. Once again, almost picked up by Lawler. Scurrier just grabs that ball, ducks his head down a little bit. Murray, another possession for him as he goes to kick it inside 50 there. Spoiled down straight away, picked up by the play in Blissett, I think it was. Archie just handballs back and finds Fernando. Fernando just tries to barrel it forward there. Well done by Daniels. Can't quite pick up the ball. Botticia does though. Good hands there. Finds Hoskins. Hoskins goes on to Leishman. Great pick up there by Leishman as he goes to kick on his 50. An absolutely pinpoint pass. Hits up the leading Johnson. Johnson kicks inside 50 again. Just outside. I think that was Hooper just in that forward line there. Can't quite pick it up, but does this time in Saunders. And Saunders just turns it over. Goes across to Daniel Sharp. And the ball goes out of bounds on that far side. Look, good pressure from both sides so far, Mark.
Yeah, has really hot start, which is what we'd expect. Bassendean look to be getting some numbers around the contest and trying to work the ball through with their sharp ball movement.
So once again, Hooper and Bennett Smith in the ruck. Hooper probably able to knock that one down. Coming through the contest there was Tolley. Lost it, picks it up again and kicks it forward. Finds that play in Murray. Has the ball spoiled off the boot and great tackle inside 50. No one able to take that one out. Umpire says give it back to me though. And good pressure from both sides again. Jack Beverley at the bottom of that contest. So umpire throws it up. Knocked down by Hooper there. Play from North Beach, just able to try and get the quick hands out. Great tackle by Bassendean Football Club. Ball spilling around and just hacked out of there on the left boot by Archie. But lands in the hands of Egan Brooks for North Beach. So Brooks just on the cricket pitch, kicks us inside 50. Almost a mark over the top by North Beach Football Club in Johnson, but just hacks it out there, does the Bassendean Footy Club. Good quick hands there as a player in Blissett, the debutant for Bassendean this week. Oh, spoiled there. Well done by Saunders. Saunders kicks around the body. Oh, good pressure over the line. And that's the first score on the board for either side. North Beach, one behind. Bassendean yet to score. And we've got about 6 minutes in this first quarter.
Yeah, quick entry in from Fernando there. Out wide is Ridley marking the ball in the half-back flank for Bassendean. Just slowing things down to get some numbers to kick to Ridley. Looking inside. Takes a short option. Just misses McNamara. It's out of bounds on the full, and North Beach will kick it in.
So Bottichair just chips it up nicely, goes over the top and finds the dangerous forward in Lucas. And Lucas just kicks him board with his nice left foot there and finds Leishman. Always a dangerous kick. Leishman just goes to kick over the top. Probably not one of his greatest kicks though. How will it sit? Sits well for the player from North Beach there. Just kicks around the corner, just out in front of those two players now. How will it sit? It doesn't sit well and it goes out of bounds just on the far side, and missed opportunity for North Beach Footy Club.
Yeah, all the numbers obviously in Bassendean's defensive half at the moment. So a lot of congestion for the players to work through as they try and look for an avenue to goal North Beach.
So umpire throws the ball in again. Once again, Hooper in the ruck, but knocked down by Bennett Smith. Straight to the player, number 2 for North Beach Footy Club. Almost picked up there. Good pressure there from Bassendean Footy Club, and I think he will get the free kick there. Looks to be, it could have been a free kick against Lockie Scurrier, I think it was, as Bassendean just go to kick the ball across the ground. And finds a player on the open side. Just goes to kick it back again. And finds the player in Fernando. So Bassendean just trying to take a bit of heat out of the game at the moment as Archie just looks to go the nice slow kick. Bassendean just feeling their way out. Almost looking like they want to switch it back again. Just goes a nice chip kick through the middle of the ground and finds Ethan Curran. So Curran, just a slow build for Bassendean Footy Club. And back the other way. A lot of fantasy points coming up here for Kane Archie. Decides to play on again. And a good kick up the ground as Fernando finds himself a bit further up the wing.
Yeah, it's good football by Bassendean at the moment. Just taking a slow play and making the North Beach players accountable.
So Fernando kicks along, big pack of players, almost marked by the North Beach player, and it was going back with a flight in Jack Beverley. Beverley just goes to centre it, finds Ned Halley. Halley moves the ball nice and quickly, finds Leishman. Leishman goes straight inboard onto his right foot. Good kick inside 50, not quite to the advantage of his player, but it is going to work out. How does it sit? Sits very well for Tommy Hooper. And that's the first goal on the board for North Beach Footy Club. Tom Hooper, the backman, re-energised into a forward, has kicked the first of the game, and we've got about 9 minutes in this first quarter.
Yeah, just see North Beach setting up their attack from half back again. Ward with Leishman, really. And one thing the Bassendean players you have to be mindful of is you'll always want to play on through the corridor, Leishman. He takes the game on. And that's when obviously the Bassendean players can get caught out on the turnover. So really good attacking foray from North Beach. And strong start by Bassendean so far, but unable to convert with some inside 50s at this stage.
Look, both sides, really playing well, and I like that slow play from Bassendean there. And probably the right idea, but just, as you mentioned, end up getting done on the turnover there. But look, one goal only on the board so far for North Beach Footy Club. They lead this contest 1-1-7. Bassendean yet to score as the umpire throws it up there, and Bennett Smith able to win it. Daniel's gone back in the middle, but Cranley follows up very well there. And the umpire has found a free kick there. And that's gone against Daniels, and I think it's gone to Cranley. So Cranley just looking for some options there. He's not a fan of kicking it by the looks of it, but decides to go long in the direction of Lucas and straight over his head. And it goes straight to the defender from Bassendean Football Club as they look to come out the far side. And a mark on the lead.
It's to be Booth, I think it is out there.
Could be James Booth, I think that. Travis Booth, sorry. So Travis Booth goes long up the line there, and a mark almost in front of his chest there. Could have been Ridley, but the umpire has picked a free kick out. And it's going to go to North Beach Footy Club. And I think that could be Halley on that far side. It is indeed. So Ned Halley once again goes long up the line there. Straight over the top of two players there. One of those players is Saunders. Saunders snaps around the body. And just out to the right-hand side. But the umpire, I think, has called it back.
I think he might have just snapped it out of bounds on the full on that occasion, Ward. Hard to see from where we are, but looks to be the case as Bassendean bring the ball back into McNamara has marked the ball. Defensive 50 for Bassendean. Looking for an option, McNamara switches it wide. Good kick from McNamara. Bassendean trying to find their way out here. Contest up towards half forward, and again, big strong mark from Hooper. Really good mark from the big man from North Beach. Tommy Hooper just looking for some options. Beautiful kick out wide again, and strong mark from the North Beach player. Right on the 50. Is that Johnson, Ward?
That is Benny Johnson. Just managed to end up with a light pole in our way somehow from our vantage point across at the hockey club, just across from North Beach Footy Club. But Ben Johnson kicked 3 last week. It's going to be a pretty tough shot though, Mark.
He's going to take his best kick from there, absolutely. He's given it every effort, Johnson. The goal umpire hasn't moved. Oh, he's hit the post. What an absolutely magnificent effort from Johnson. Wow. Great kick from 50 metres on the junction, effectively, and hit the goalpost 2/3 of the way up, Ward.
Jeez, and look, they put their second point on the board, but that would have been an absolute contender for snag of the day. Nice and early here as they continue their lead, and Bassendean, look, just chipped the ball in there, and it's marked just out there by Daniels. So Daniels goes to chip again and finds Fernando. Fernando just trying to direct some traffic as Bassendean go into a bit of a slow play again. Looks to kick it up the line there. Pack of players spoiled down straight away. Bo was one of those at the bottom of that. Bassendean trying to come out there. Good tackle straight away by Bo. Good follow-up there. Umpire could have paid a free kick, but he doesn't. Saunders snaps around his body. Anyone able to mark it there? No, they not. Garcia at the bottom of that pack. So is Lucasen. And the ball goes out of bounds. Probably about 20 metres around from the North Beach goal. And once again, they lead this contest 1-2. Bassendean yet to score. And we've got about 12.5 in this first quarter.
Yep, really strong start so far. The umpire goes to throw it in the North Beach forward 50. Bennett Smith and Hooper, up they go. Bennett Smith taps it down. Daniels can't take possession. It's wrapped up heavily. Caratosolo, the captain from Bassendean, trying to get it out. Heavily contest. North Beach player comes in. Numbers all around the ball, and the umpire says, I'll ball it up, guys. Right on the goal line for North Beach. Deep in their forward attacking area. Umpire says, who's going up here? It's Hooper and Bennett Smith again. Tap it down to back Jack Beverley, and he's kicked a goal. Fantastic tap down from the big man again, Hooper. What a start he's had. Straight to Jack Beverley, the opportunist, and he snapped a goal from the goal square, Ward. And that's their second, North Beach.
Absolute beautiful. And, yeah, Hooper was just absolutely ready for it. Beverley's read it absolutely sensationally. And good snap around the body. But 2 on the board now for North Beach Footy Club. And they will take a 14-point lead. Probably about 14 minutes gone now in this contest. And, look, I'm not saying it's danger signs for Bassendean already, but North Beach, look, just had a good start so far.
Yeah, they have, and they're taking the most of their opportunities. I think Bassendean have probably had as much of the ball, but what I wanted to see before the game was them taking the game on and moving the ball fast and getting it inside 50, but they haven't had the forward structure ahead of the ball a few times when they have won it, which has forced them into that slow play. But they've got to have the confidence to kick it to their forwards because they've got their dangerous players down there.
And once again, back in the ruck, Cranley against Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith able to win that one in, and he follows up beautifully, but Hoskins at the bottom of that pack as the ball comes out, and Bo, quick handball out, and goes back to the big fella there. Just kicks it out. Will it sit for Wells? It does. Nick Wells, just on his left foot, snaps it around the body as it come out straight in the hands of a Bassendean player, but goes just around him and finds Lawler. Lawler kicks inside 50, just over the top there. Good spoil by Anderson, was it? No. Great mark there. Going back with the flight of the ball. And I think that might be Tommy Hooper again, Mark.
Yeah, it looks to be. It is big Tommy Hooper. What a start he's had. The fullback of the team of the year for the halfway mark is lining up to kick his second, and he set the other one up, Ward. So he goes back here in the left full forward pocket for North Beach, probably kicking from about 25 metres out on an acute angle. Let's see what he can do. Big Tommy, the fullback. Comes in, deliberate approach. Goal umpire has to do a little bit of work to his left, and unfortunately he's cooked that one to his left. Ward just pulled it a little bit. We saw the goal umpire doing a little bit of work, and unfortunately kicked like a key defender, that one, unfortunately, for the big Tommy. Couldn't capitalise on his good work.
No, he did, and I did like the footwork by the goal umpire. Just a lovely shuffle to the left there, and look, I would have said blow the siren. Tommy Hooper's won the Dartfish Player of the Day already, but you know, you might need a few more on the board there. But look, North Beach, they extend their lead. 2 goals, 3-15. Bassendean yet to score as they look to just stroll out of defence now. Good long kick down the ground. Good spoil there by play in Ned Halley, but great follow-up by player in Jake Ricks. North Beach able to take that one out and hacked around the body by Halley once again. How does it sit for North Beach? It sits very well as they go to kick around the body, but Connor Tolley with the ball. A good tackle by North Beach Footy Club goes out of bounds.
Their attack on the play has been excellent so far, North Beach. They're right on at the moment. Coach Ryan McKenzie's got them switched on today, and defensive and offensive ball movements at this point in time. Boundary throw in again. We see 2 ruckmen competing. Bring it down. Numbers all around the ball. Player able to get it out. It's a quick kick forward and be able to play again. And we'll have another boundary thrown in the left full forward pocket for North Beach, who are 2 goals, 3-15 at the moment. Bassendean yet to score. And we'll have a boundary throw in, as I said, in the left full forward pocket. We'll have Hooper by the look of it. And the Bassendean ruckman. Can't quite see who that is at this point in time.
Could be, might be Norrie, that one possibly. Not sure.
Hooper looks hands, taps it down, no one clean. Quick kick out from Daniels. Dangerous kick though, and marked by North Beach player at the top of the 50, and that's Leishman. Daniels just won the clearance, unfortunately threw it on his boot and went straight in the middle of the corridor ward, and the experienced Subiaco midfielder Dan Leishman was there, and he'll line up from 53 metres out directly in front.
Oh, look, and you'd have to back him in. You know, he'll probably just run out slightly to the right-hand side, and he'll go a nice long kick. So he goes straight out to the right a little bit. Good long kick by Dan Leishman, but just out to the right-hand side, and he did start it out right. I was backing him in, but he just wanted to add another point on the board for North Beach. 2 goals, 4-16, leading Bassendean Football Club yet to score, and 17.5 gone in this first quarter.
Yeah, let's see if Bassendean can bring the ball out of their defensive 50 and create a scoring opportunity. Captain Karatozolo to kick the ball in. Comes out again to this outer side of the oval. Go on the barrel, the captain. Nice long driving out. Kick to the centre wing. Good contest there. Coming through is the Bassendean player, and they've got numbers out here, Bassendean. It's McNamara. Running to the 50, no one inside 50. McNamara buys some time, handball's back inside. Snap on goal from Mackay. It's going to go high to the goal square. North Beach, big ruckman Cranley getting back, and he runs it through, and unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalise on that foray in.
No, they weren't indeed, and look, it was good to see McNamara all by himself. The ball didn't quite sit, and the big fella in Cranley going through as North Beach looked to bring the ball through the middle of the ground, but picked up straight away by Bassendean. They'll have another hit inside 50. Just sits nicely. McNamara there once again, clotheslined by the North Beach player, and he'll get a set shot on goal. And I think it might have been Leishman there, just snuck a bit high as McNamara was coming to ground. And look, Tynan McNamara, he'll have a shot just on the paint of 50, I think, Mark.
Yeah, he will. He's a clever little player. Linwood Ferndale boy, my old junior club. So taking a step up to A grade this year, and let's see what he can do, the former Linwood Ferndale player. McNamara comes in from 50. Gives it everything he's got. It's going to go strong to the goal square. Sutton's going to fly, but big Cranley over the top. Couldn't quite mark it. Ball comes to ground. Good contest there by Booth and Cranley. Booth knocks it out. Ball's hot on the line in the North Beach defence at the moment. Bassendean players in there, and the umpire says, I'll have it and I'll ball it up. Deep in the forward pocket for Bassendean. Let's see if they can put their first goal on the board deep in the first quarter. Umpire throws it up. It's Archie and Cranley. Cranley knocks it down. McNamara could have been held. Knocks it out again. Oh, looked to be high again from Archie. Handball over the top, and Booth kicked a goal. And Bassendean are on the board. Really good hard contest from Bassendean, and some good work around the contest there from McNamara and Archie. And they were able to feed the ball out to Booth, who ran into the goal square and kicked Bassendean's first of the day, Ward.
Geez, an absolute belter of a goal there, and I reckon he snuck that under about 3 North Beach players' feet as it's just crossed over the line, but definitely a well-needed goal for Bassendean Football Club. North Beach still leading this contest, 2 goals for 16. Bassendean 1 goal, 1-7, and we've gone just over 20 minutes now in this first quarter. But I liked Kane Archie just going up as that forward ruckman there. I thought that was actually a pretty good move by Bassendean. I'm not sure if that was coaching Darren Young or maybe that was Kane Archie doing his own thing, but look, good move by them.
Yeah, that's that X factor he's got. He's got the power. He's got some size. He's certainly got a spring around him, Archie, and he's been pretty busy so far in his first quarter. So good start from Kane Archie.
As the umpire throws up middle of the ground again, Cranley wins that nicely, sits nicely for Saunders there, kicks it and straight into the returning player in Sam Lamont. Good tackle by Bassendean, and Lamont's able to go and pick it up. Can't quite get it, and kicked out by Bassendean. And a nice controlling mark there by Shannon Fernando. So Fernando just looks to take his time, and once again just goes to kick up the line there. Not his greatest kick, and turned over and picked up by Ned Halley. So Halley just looking inboard now, chips it up. Finds Hoskins, the experienced ex-midfielder from Subiaco Football Club. Finds his teammate in the middle of the ground there and goes to kick it out wide. Murray with plenty of space Kicks it up through the middle of the ground. Leishman, just a casual one-hander, plays on straight away. His long right boot. Kicks inside 50, but good pressure by the Bassendean player there to corner turnover. And taken by the captain there, and Caradizzolo switches the ball and finds Fernando appealing for 50. Umpire says, no, thank you, son.
Yeah, great effort, Levi Ridley, to close down Leishman there. North Beach are out, so fantastic by Levi. Good intent.
And once again, it jumps in the hands now of Levi Ridley. Great kick by Fernando there. And Ridley with the ball just in the middle of the ground. Good movement by Bassendean, but not a lot of options to kick to as he goes over the top there. And Murray just going with the flight of the ball, takes a mark, and Daniel's not quite able to get to the contest there.
No, Dino Ross just getting caught out of position at the moment. Needs to get in front, present. Just getting caught behind the last 2 or 3 entries, Ross. So needs to concentrate earlier and read the cues coming in.
As he kicks the ball inside there, and no mark taken there, but good quick hands out. Saunders goes to Lamont. Lamont goes inboard. Good chain of hands and lands in the big fella in Cranley. So Cranley goes over the top, finds Scurrier, the left footer. Good kick up and finds Lucasen. Been fairly quiet so far has Lucasen. But Lucasen once again on the left goes and chips it forward there. Good spoil over the top by the Bassendean key back. No one able to take the ball out, but good pressure. Reece Anderson, one of those, as well as Caradizzolo. The 2 co-captains there leading by example for Bassendean Football Club. So about 2 minutes now to go in this first quarter. Bennett Smith over the top. I've never seen a ruckman jump so high, but he's given away the free kick there, and it could be going to Hooper. And looking to add to his best on ground case nice and early, Mark.
Yeah, he's been good, Hooper. A bit unlucky there, Bennett Smith. I thought he went for the footy. It was just a really good athletic jump. But anyway, the umpires pulled a kick out. And, yeah, Hooper going back for his 3rd shot for the quarter. Let's see if he learned a little bit from his last one, Ward, as he comes in front of the North Beach faithful. Big Tom Hooper, about 40 metres out. Kicks on its way. Goal umpire has not moved. Just watches the ball sail straight over his head, and Tommy Hooper kicks his 2nd for North Beach. And that's their 3rd down here this afternoon. The big man is causing some headaches for the Bassendean defenders. Just creating a really strong presence. I know that was from a free kick on that occasion, but he's putting himself in the right place at the right time at the moment.
Absolutely right. And look, I'll be heading down to the boundary for quarter time, catch up with the coach and Darren Young and see what messages he has. But look, I might take a Dartfish beanie with me at the same time, mate, and just give it to Hoops now and tell him he can rest up for the rest of the game. Been strong start by Tom Hooper, leading by example for North Beach Footy Club as they lead this contest. 3 goals for 22. Basso 1 goal, 1-7. And look, not much longer now in this first quarter.
See Bennett Smith and Cranley going head-to-head again. Bennett Smith wins it down. Lawler tries to take possession. Modica quick handball. Bassendean got the ball on centre wing now. Oh, kicked it backwards. That occasion was the debutant in Blissett. Modica tries to collect the ball below his knees. Good pick up by Modica. Handball Zagabri under pressure. Back to Modica. Bassendean making hard work of this play late in the quarter. Players all around the contest. The umpire surely will have to ball it up. It's hovering all around. He says, yes, I will. I'll ball it up. And the half-forward flank for North Beach Football Club late in the first quarter. Bennett Smith and Cranley again tapped down. Daniel tries to take possession. That's quarter time down here. Charles Riley reserve. And we see the second place side on the ladder, North Beach, 3 goals, 4-22 to Bassendean, 1 goal, 1-7. What's been a really strong first quarter of football.
Absolutely right. And look, before we go to a break, we'll just cover the goal scorers for each side. North Beach kicked 3. Beverley has kicked 1 of those, and the best on ground so far, Tommy Hooper, has kicked 2. Bassendean Footy Club, the very clever goal by Travis Booth. But we'll go to a quick break. Make sure you tune in straight away. We'll be back in a minute or so.
Okay, welcome back everyone to Charles Riley Reserve. Quarter time down here in the game of the day, Perth Football League A grade game of the day. We see the second placed North Beach, 3 goals 4-22 to Bassendean, 1 goal 1-7. The first quarter, what's been a really entertaining first quarter of football. Both sides just trying to find their way, and North Beach at this point in time being able to capitalise with 7 scoring shots to Bassendean's 2. But the Bassendean Football Club certainly have looked dangerous, and we've got Ward Harris just down there trying to get a word in with Coach Darren Young in a moment at the huddle, but we'll hear from Darren and get his insight into what he thinks Bassendean Football Club need to do in the second quarter to get back in the game. But certainly from this perspective up here, it just looks to be that the Bassendean Football Club just need to hold their structure forward of the ball and make sure they go long and direct to their forwards. And obviously then try and deny North Beach's run off half back, which has been really dangerous. The likes of Daniel Leishman so far been very impressive, and obviously the midfield of North Beach in Lawler, Lamont and Wells has been quite dangerous so far also, and been very well serviced by Hooper up forward with 2 goals, and Jack Beverley's the other goal scorer through the midfield. So really even contest, and going to be a big second quarter if Bassendean are going to be able to remain in touch here with North Beach, who will be looking to gain some further ascendancy in the second quarter here today. Just get some good looks there of the huddle and what the coaches have to say, and right in there with the Bassendean huddle, obviously nice and close as Coach Darren Young sends his message, and it's good to be able to bring you some vision from the huddles and get right inside the groups and inside these A-grade football clubs. As we said, the North Beach huddle just breaking now for the second quarter, and as I said, we'll have Ward Harris standing by to have a quick chat with Coach Darren Young in a second, who's just holding his group a little bit longer to get his message across and how he wants them to play this quarter. But so far, as I said, North Beach have been the better side, but Bassendean have looked dangerous, and I've got no doubt if they can come out and play their best football like we saw last time in the game of the day, that they'll be quite dangerous. So crossing down now to Ward Harris, boundary side with Bassendean coach Darren Young.
Yeah, just here with the Bassendean coach here in Darren Young, and look, find yourself a couple goals down at quarter time, but it's been a pretty good start from both sides.
Yeah, look, probably weren't brave enough with our ball use, Ward. We're sort of a bit stagnant. We like to slow it down, but we probably didn't take metres with that slowed down footy. So, message there is to be brave, make them chase, spread, make it big. We're probably sort of playing in this quadrant here where we're standing. So, still happy with that. It's probably a 2 or 3 goal breeze, I reckon.
Yeah, look, I agree with you, mate. And look, that's the key message from the second quarter. You know, what's the big thing that they've got to focus on, do you think?
Yeah, just our outside cover. So they're getting +2, +3 behind the footy. So we want to close that gap and make it a little bit more contested, which hopefully just their ball use.
Cool. Best of luck for the rest of the game, mate.
So a good mark there from North Beach as we hear from Coach Darren Young. Great insight into what Bassendean think they need to do to get back in the game, and let's see if they can do what the coach says and kick into the middle there to Cranley, the ruckman. Looking for options for North Beach. Goes short to Scarrier. Just goes over the top of his head to Garcia. Goes inside 50. Bassendean defender in front on that occasion. It's Norrie looking to come out to the far side of the oval. Norrie, not his greatest of kicks. Hits up though for Mackay. Mackay being able to get around Leishman on this occasion and puts Bassendean out to centre wing up towards Ross. Ross flies for the ball. Good punch down from the North Beach defence. And back to Garcia and on to Lawler on centre wing. North Beach have the ball. Braden Lawler, ex-Peel Thunder, premiership player, puts the ball forward, up looking for Beverley. Takes a strong mark on the half-forward flank, Jack Beverley. Comes inside quickly. Again, good mark by the North Beach defence as they go inside 50. Ball just dropped short, good contest there. Lucason's there looking for the final crumbs. Bassendean players happy to take it out. Well done from the key defender, Reece Anderson there from the Bassendean Football Club. And we'll have a boundary throw in just on the 50-metre mark for North Beach to start the second quarter. Cranley versus Bennett Smith. Boundary throw in favours Cranley. Taps it straight down to Archie. I couldn't take quick possession. Ball bubbles around inside. Beverley's got it there as he tries to burst his way through, but the Bassendean players said we're not having any of that, and umpire says I'll ball it up again. See Bennett Smith and Cranley. Bennett Smith trying to get over the top using a jump. Taps it down. Ooh, high tackle there. Mackay was taken high in the contest. He'll get the kick for Bassendean. And they look to spread from this contest. David Mackay with the ball. The half-back flank for Bassendean. Kicks the ball long to the wing. Going towards Sutton. Good contest. Sutton got hands on the ball. Wasn't able to mark. Cranley handball back. North Beach coming inside to numbers and Beverley marks the ball and centre wing again. North Beach forwards presenting up for him. Beverley not able to make a decision yet. Short kick to Lucason. The crafty left footer's got the ball. Looks inside 50 to Johnson. Johnson goes up, takes a very strong mark. Bennett Smith was coming back with the fly to the ball. Unfortunately, was unable to impact. And it was a lovely kick from Beverley inside 50 again. And we see this man again, Johnson, who had a very tough shot in the first quarter and hit the post 2/3 of the way up. He'll have another very tough shot again. Kick this from 48 metres in the right full forward pocket for the North Beach Football Club. Ben Johnson comes in. Beautiful ball drop. Going to go right to the line. It's going to be contested and the Bassendean players knock it through for a one behind. Wasn't able to quite get the distance on that occasion. Johnson and North Beach go to 3 goals, 15-23. Bassendean 1-1-7 and the captain Caratosolo to bring the ball in, Ward.
So Caratosolo with the ball. And look, Bassendean, the start of the quarter not too bad so far. So Carrots just plays on out of the square, kicks it long, straight down the guts. Almost a spoil over the top, but Bassendean able to pick the ball up there. Tolley, one of those players at the bottom of the contest. And tackled straight away by Sweeney and Saunders. So the two ruckmen go up again, Cranley and Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith able to knock that one, picked up straight away by Lawler, just hacks it forward, but lands in the chest of Mark Vader for Bassendean Football Club.
Yeah, Lucason's been very quiet so far. Just can't get into the game at the moment. The sharpshooter for North Beach, and great kick by Vader. A very strong mark from the ruckman Cranley. Geez, he's been good so far. He looks to come back inside the corridor to Scarrier. Marks the football. Centre of the oval, good entry inside 50, and that's Saunders marking the ball on 50 now for North Beach. He plays on quickly. Long, deep entry to the goal square. Good contest, couldn't quite take the mark down there. North Beach forward, and again Anderson, ever sharp key defender, just make sure it goes out of bounds. And that was Big Hooper again, Ward.
Jeez, he's looking lively, isn't he? And, he almost got it on the third drop there as it hit the ground, but no one hand, one bounce in this league. As the umpire throws the ball in again, Hooper doing everything, goes into the ruck, but knocked over by Bennett Smith. Well done coming through the contest there in Beverley. Goes back to Leishman. Leishman just snaps it to the danger spot. Going through the contest, Lamont goes past 1, 2, and 3 through the middle. Absolute belter of a goal by North Beach Footy Club, and they put their fourth on the board. 4.5 minutes now gone into this second quarter, and they extend them lead, Mark Winnett.
Yeah, great goal, Sam Lamont. Just read the ball coming in. went over the player's head. Lamont hit the ball hard, and when you hit the ball hard and you're clean, the whole ground tends to open up, Ward, and that's exactly what happened on that occasion. And he had the goal staring straight at him, and he was put it straight over the goal umpire's hat, and really good goal from North Beach, and that's their first of the quarter, and exactly what they would have asked for.
And look, that's probably my early call for snag of the day. I just loved how he hit it at pace, and just his work through that contest there was absolutely phenomenal. Shrugged past two, and as you mentioned, first on the board for North Beach in this second quarter. As the umpire takes it back to the middle, the two ruckmen that have been going at it all day go again, and no one able to quite knock that one out, but picked up straight away by North Beach. And good follow-up work there by the midfielder in Lawler. I think it was Garcia, almost able to take the mark, but goes through it, uses sheer power, puts it onto his right, and good kick going forward. Smart work there by Saunders, just spoils it to the contest. Scurrier has his head absolutely taken off. Umpire says, no, you didn't, son. And Caradizzolo is able to pick it out. Just lands in front of the player in Dino Ross. Good wheels there by Dino Ross. He's gone 4 different ways in 1 second, but he's kicked it out of bounds, or has he walked out of bounds? I'm not sure. The umpire's going to tell us in a second.
Yeah, the umpire's in the exact right spot for that contest there with young Scurrier, and I think he might have thought he dropped your knees a little bit, son. You're going to have to earn that one. But unlucky if the opportunist forward, he might have thought he'd heard a whistle there. Would have been going back to have a shot on goal, Ward, but good umpiring.
And the umpire on the far side of the ground, Bennett Smith and Cranley. Cranley able to take front spot, knock it down. Quick hands out there, and Bow just onto his left foot, flicks it forward. Scurrier flicks across to Cranley as they look to make the ground big. How will it sit for Leishman? Bounces off the cricket pitch and takes a right turn. Goes straight to Garcia as Garcia kicks it inside 50. And going back with the flight of the ball was Jack Beverley. And holes starting to form now in that defence for Bassendean 40 Club.
Yeah, North Beach midfield really starting to get on top, and this bloke Beverley's had a truckload of it so far. He's big body midfielder, Subiaco Football Club. Really talented young player, had a knee, I think, reconstruction a few years ago, but he'll come in here, Jack Beverley, from about 40 metres out and see if he can kick North Beach a second of the quarter.
So Beverley on the runway, starts it out left and it stays left. Another behind on the board for North Beach. That's 4 goals, 6 now on the board, 30. And lead Bassendean 1 goal, 1-7. And about 7.5 gone in this second quarter.
This is the challenge now for Bassendean. It's these defensive kick-ins, Ward. Can they work the ball through and work it down the other end and create a scoring opportunity?
As Fernando goes long and strong to the big fella there, almost able to take the mark, but picked up by Garcia, kicks it inside 50. Saunders competes well, Caradizzolo, but Saunders able to, great tackle by the captain there and Caradizzolo, and he'll get the free kick mark. Yeah,
fantastic by the skipper. That wasn't his best kick, but to back it up, but great tenacity at the contest, and we out wide to Mackay here, is it? He's under pressure, swaying on him, but he wasn't able to affect the tackle, and Boundary umpire says, I'll throw it in again, right in front of us here. North Beach 50-metre line, and they're looking dangerous. They are the beach. Let's see what we get here with Cranley and Bennett Smith again. Good throw in from the umpire. Bennett Smith jumping over the top. Cranley knocked it down to Bow. Quick handball to Wells, the right foot, left footer on his right foot. Anderson, good contest there, the key defender. Again, Norrie. Oh, he's taken in a great tackle. And it's that man Hooper again holding the ball, the umpire said. And big Tommy Hooper. Geez, every time I look up, Ward, he's having another shot on goal.
Jeez, he's having an absolute belter of a game, is he, so far. And look, good work by Norrie, but he just turned into that contest and he ended up getting caught.
Big Hooper's on fire. Might have to go down the slide at half-time and cool down, Ward.
As I mentioned, mate, I'll take him a beanie down there as well, and we'll see how we go. But Tommy Hooper, kicking from about 25 metres out. Tough angle, though.
It is a very tough angle for the big man, and yep, what a shocking ball drop, unfortunately, on that occasion. He's had a mixed bag so far with his set shots, Hooper. He could have kicked 4 by now, but fortunately, signs of the fullback coming back to haunt him a little bit there. But, geez, he's been good in the air, very strong presence and big hands, and he's hard to stop. Big Tom Hooper wherever he plays.
And look, good to see the crowd getting involved on the far side as well. And a Bassendean supporter kicking it back in as down the line, and Cranley almost takes a belter. But good quick hands there by Dino Ross. Oh, good pressure there by both sides. As McNamara and Falcon Booth absolutely in the sconers. Bow kicks it inside 50. No one able to take that mark. Good work by the player there in Sharp. Lucasen, great hands, goes to Wells. Garcia, Leishman just chips it up Johnson can't quite take the mark as Caradizzolo just shepherds beautifully. Reese Anderson, the co-captains, the ball bouncing out the far side, and Benny Blissett, the debutant, gets the ball back again and onto the left. Good bump by Lucasen just to knock him off, and flies back to Botticia. So Botticia just chips it, lands right in the middle of the cricket pitch as Cranley plays on and finds Bo. Bo, not his greatest kick, and knocked off straight away. Lands in Mackay, head chopped off. No whistle though. And the umpire brings it back, does he? No, he says, let's keep on going now. And everyone looked a bit confused there. Surely that's a free kick, umpire. And no advantage paid. Could have been play on that one, but the umpire says no advantage, I didn't think. And it's going to come back to Hoskins.
Yeah, just didn't quite get the rub of the green there. Bassendean are out forward of the ball. They had numbers everywhere, but fortunately didn't get the kick, and North Beach get the square up. And another entry inside 50 as Johnson presents up. Ball goes well over his head. Bennett Smith running onto it now with the midfielder Beverley. Taps it free. Caradizzolo's been important. Lucasen goes after the ball. He's on the ground. The umpire's paid a free kick to the opportunist, and Shannon Lucasen gets a free kick in the left full forward pocket for North Beach. The left footer's going to have a tough kick here, Ward. Left side on the boundary. What's he going to do? Kick a drop punt, or is he going to kick a banana for us from there? What do you think?
I don't know. I reckon he's going to go. He's shaping up for a drop punt at the moment, but look, let's see what he can do. He can be a good set shot and goal, and I think he's just going to kick through it as he strolls in. Starts it out right. It's coming back left, and never in doubt. Shannon Lucasen, the absolutely enigmatic, if that's a real word, mid-forward, has kicked his first goal of the day for North Beach Footy Club. They've kicked their second of the quarter and fifth of the game and look to extend their lead now. But look, Bassendean, they were out before, but good inside 50 there by North Beach, and another goal on the board.
Yeah, they're very efficient when they go inside, and more often than not they're either kicking a goal or scoring, and 11 entries to 2 at the moment tells the story, and Bassendean just have to find a way to score and get some more ball inside 50. And maybe it's time to bring Norrie into the ruck, Ward. We saw it last time, and he played as that sort of fourth midfielder. And maybe it's time to say, look, Cranley's going to win the contest, but we'll be on the ground and play an extra midfielder and see if that can help Bassendean.
Yeah, look, I thought that might have been the case before when we saw Bennett Smith deep there before, but look, possibly not, as McNamara wins that ball. Could have been a free kick in the back. Umpire lets it play, and he'll throw it up just outside the bullseye here. And once again, North Beach leading this contest still at the moment. We've got about 12 and a half minutes in this second quarter as the umpire throws it up against Swain, tackled by Caradizzolo, and a throw up right in the same spot there.
Yeah, Bennett Smith and Cranley again. Same old story, up they go. Bennett Smith taps it down to Ridley, puts the ball inside, nearly inside 50 for Bassendean. North Beach defence in front. Strong tackle, or it could be a dangerous tackle there on the North Beach, on the Bassendean player, but the umpire says no. That was Curran, I think. It was a very, very strong tackle from the North Beach defence, but umpire says throw it up. Cranley taps it down. Bassendean again. Ridley, good hands. Out to Ross. Ross back to Ridley. Ridley up against the 50, snaps it inside. Let's see if we can get a mark for Bassendean here. Ball goes inside. Bit of a courage kick the first game. A Blissett Soccer's off the ground. North Beach defence just rushed the ball through, and that's a behind for Bassendean. Their first score of the quarter. 1 goal, 2-8 Bassendean. 5 goals, 6-36 North Beach.
I saw Del Borello as he went through that contest absolutely filthy with himself that he didn't decide to pick it up. But North Beach bringing the ball out now, and it's with Nick Bowe. Bowe just goes to switch it across the ground and finds the player for North Beach on that far side there. Just goes inboard as well. And just a bit of slow play for North Beach, which we haven't seen a lot of today, as they look to just bring the ball up the ground there. Just a kick out to Johnson. It sits nicely for him, but unfortunately the Butterhands let it go over the line. There'll be a throw in, probably 60 around from the North Beach goal.
Yeah, Cranley's had the best of the ruck jewel so far today. Another contest in again. Cranley gets in front, knocks the ball down. Good shovel out there to Ridley. Ridley's been good the last couple of minutes for Bassendean, starting to get involved. Quick kick out from the Bassendean player, and mark there from Curran, not 15, umpire said. And we'll throw it up again.
Just smart play there, wasn't it? They almost end up getting that mark inside 50, and I think Ricks, it might have been, thought he might have had one there as the umpire throws it up again there. Hot contest coming out, goes in the lap of the North Beach player, just barrels it out. Lucason's one of those there. How does it sit? It sits pretty well for Lucason, just knocks it out in front of him now. He's got Wells with him, but overruns the ball. Vader on his absolute hammer, able to knock the ball forward there. Fernando and Wells, and Fernando uses the wheels and his kicking skills, and great mark out on the lead there by Ridley. Ridley, as you mentioned, had a good few minutes so far, goes in Boyd and finds Jason Daniels. So Daniels down the line, one-on-one contest. Great spoil over the top by the big fella there for North Beach Footy Club. How does it sit for Del Borello? Sits well, knocks it back in Board, but it's gone out of bounds, and boundary umpire will come and throw it in.
Geez, what a pick-up on Fernando on the half-back flank. One-hand pick-up, hits the kick to Ridley, and that's exciting stuff to see from Bassendean, and that's what they're capable of. We just need to see a little bit more of it.
The umpire has the ball again, and the two big fellas in Bennett Smith and Cranley. Once again, it's probably Bennett Smith that time. Goes to follow up and do his own work. Tackled straight away. North Beach trying to get the ball out, but good strong work by Daniels. Kicked inside 50 there. Straight out to a contest. Ball goes over the top. Booth's one of those there, but North Beach looking to bring it out there, and it's Brooks. So Brooks just chips it up there. How does it sit for Wells? It doesn't. Fernando on his left, both sides of his body. Kicks inside 50. Almost a mark taken by Bassendean. But North Beach just go to relieve and taking their time. Kicking over the top. Well done by Dino Ross. And, good pressure there by Wells just to spoil that one. And it goes out of bounds.
Again, Fernando, one-hand pick up on his other hand, left hand that time. Ward on the left foot too,
He's got
coming
some talent,
inside.
doesn't he?
Just showing a little bit of class at the moment, Shannon Fernando. But really important for Bassendean Football Club to try and manufacture a goal from this stoppage, and let's see what they can do.
The umpire throws it in again. Cranley just takes it out, goes to Nick Wells. And the ball is shoveled out of bounds there. North Beach still leading this contest at the moment. They lead at 6 goals, 6-36. Bassendean a 1 goal 2, and we've ticked on right to 17 minutes gone now in this second quarter.
Two combatants go at it again. Bennett Smith taps it down. He's starting to win his fair share of taps around the ground now. Bassendean plays in after the ball. Really hot contest again as numbers diving in. No one can really take possession. Ball spits out to McNamara. Good handball out to Bennett Smith. Just tumbles it inside 50 for Bassendean. Garcia in front. There's Beverley again. Quick kick on his foot out towards half back. North Beach player there in Lamont picks it up below his knees. Taps it down, but Bassendean, Dalborello's in there fighting hard for Bassendean. Are they able to knock the ball out? Numbers all around it. Daniels gives the big fend off. Pumps it down to Sutton. Hasn't able to get through, but here they go. Their best chance so far. Bassendean. Snap on goal. Umpire to do a lot of work, unfortunately. And the ball went out of bounds on the full on that occasion.
Jeez, the umpire almost had to run into another postcode there. As North Beach go to bring it in. I think the North Beach player thought it might have gone through for a behind as he comes out to this far side. So just chips it in and finds Leishman. Dan Leishman been very good on his return so far for North Beach Footy Club. We'll know he'll go long here. Sees big Cranley. It's Cranley and Bennett Smith, the two big fellas, and Cranley just uses his absolute size and able to take that mark in the middle of the ground. Looks to play on nice and quickly. Not looking too sure of himself, but kicks it, and just a great pinpoint pass and finds Garcia. So Garcia looking dangerous. He's going to go long over the top. Saunders is one of those players, but going back with the fly to the footy is Anderson for Bassendean Football Club, and they're out here as Fernando marks the ball. How will it sit for Levi Ridley? 1, 2, 3 bounces. Just very casually picks it up, and good kick inside 50 there. North Beach going back with the fly of the ball, but sits. Booth, is he able to pick it up? Halley puts his body on the line. Terrible handball out. Archie able to pick it up. 1, don't argue. 2, don't argue. Sutton. Ball bouncing around, still snapped around the body. And just out to the right-hand side was the debutant in Blissett. It's another behind on the board for Bassendean, and they look dangerous there, Mark.
Yeah, they are. Unfortunately, again, it's their forward structure. The North Beach players are just getting back faster, and their defenders are getting back, and their mids are working hard. And we saw then off the ball 4 or 5 Bassendean players with their hands on their heads, unable to get back inside 50 and support. And that's the telling thing at the moment. North Beach are getting their numbers back, and then able to rebound the ball out, and Bassendean aren't able to capitalise on their good work around the ground because they just don't have the numbers forward of the ball.
So North Beach just taking their time now through the middle of ground. Bo marked it and he kicked it back. A bit further in defence now. Just trying to clear it out. North Beach down the line. Cranley, once again, one of those in the contest. Ends up spoiling that one, but sits quite nicely for North Beach. Hooper and Anderson. Anderson, good spoil over the top there. Picked up by the play there in Caradizzolo, was it? I think. And the ball goes out of bounds right on the far wing now. Once again, North Beach Footy Club leading this game at the moment. Handy lead at the moment, and they've got just on 20 minutes now in this second quarter. As the umpire throws it again. Bennett Smith almost to take that one, but Cranley knocks it out. Lawler straight in was Daniels, and I reckon this could be holding the ball. No. Lawler and Daniels, two of the big bulls in the A-grade competition. The umpire throws up again. Bennett Smith probably able to take that one out. And Ridley, been a good second quarter for Ridley as he goes to hack it forward there, but well done. Going back with the flight of the ball was Luke Simons. So Simons just kicks it inboard there. I think finds the player in, might be Brooks for North Beach Footy Club. So once again looking to kick it across the ground, and Brooks, great kick. Finds the player on the outer side for North Beach Footy Club in, I think it could have been Leishman, kicks it up the ground. It hits Adam Swain. Quite a game for Swain so far, but good ball use there. There's North Beach just trying to go slowly, and Sam Lamont able to take a mark out there. So Lamont just chips it up. They're building up very, very well.
Yeah, really methodical ball movement at the moment, isn't it, from North Beach?
And so Hooper with the ball, long way from goal at the moment, but he goes to play on, goes long and strong. Few players going to be at it. I think Lawler was one of those, but goes over the top. Cranley, the big fella. Good pressure, great tackle there by the player in Zagabria, I think it could have been.
Yep.
And Zagabria normally playing forward, looks like he's playing back a little bit today. And Bassendean will get the relieving free kick. So looking just to play all up one side of the ground at the moment. Weren't looking to try and make too much movement. Just kicking it up the line. Good spoil there by Hooper. Picked up by Modica. And they were just waiting for the umpire's whistle. Once again, about 22 minutes gone now in this second quarter. North Beach still with a very handy lead. 27 points the margin is. And as we mentioned, about 3 minutes left in this second quarter. Once again, don't go away too far. We half time. We flick across to the Big Freeze slide here at Charles Riley Reserve. Make sure you stick around for it. We might go to a quick break once we hit half time, but make sure you come straight back afterwards and get to see some of the fun here down at Charles Riley Reserve. Big Freeze at 4 at the Chaz. And should be a bit of fun as Bassendean look to just slow the play down. Dino Ross playing back and kicking like a man that's playing his first game of A-grade footy for a little while, and it goes just out of bounds on that far side.
Yeah, he's been a bit rusty so far, but hopefully he can get better in the second half. And North Beach bring the ball in. Beverley again kicks the ball to the top of the 50, but it'll be Curran from Bassendean who'll go back, and umpire says not 15, play on. He hasn't heard the call. He's going to get run down, Curran. He handballs it off, just in the nick of time. And Tolley's able to clear for Bassendean off half back. The captain Caratozzolo to McNamara. Here's some good ball movement from Bassendean. Free kick off the ball. Advantage, the umpire says. They go inside 50 now. We've got Mackay heading after it. See if we can get it out. The North Beach defence, 2-on-1. They're able to work it through at the moment. Good contest there from Bassendean. Again under pressure. Mackay working hard overtime down there, trying to lock that ball in, but the North Beach have got numbers down there. And another kick out to Lamont on the wing. And they survived on that time, North Beach. Lamont plays on. Goes down up to half forward again. We've got big Cranley. Good contest with Anderson's been excellent. Anderson, the North Bassendean key defender on that occasion. He gave the ball up to Lucasen. Good tackle from McNamara. Cranley, quick handball again. Wells now on the ball on the 50-metre line for North Beach. Looks inside. Good kick inside, and Scurrier marks the ball 45 metres out for North Beach. They just had numbers at the contest there, Ward. They were able to just work their way through. A resolute Bassendean group, unfortunately, just didn't have the numbers to be able to win the ball back.
Yeah, look, they did a pretty good job there, actually, Bassendean, but North Beach exceptional in just working their way through and in the end finding a nice pinpoint kick inside 50, and finds Lockie Scurry will end up kicking from just inside the paint of 50, probably 48 on a slight angle. Not a bad one for a left footer though. So Scurrier kicks long, kicks strong, and it's just going to go out to the right-hand side. No one able to pick that one up though. Ball just looks like it'll go over the line, and Norrie tackled over the line by Saunders as we hit half-time here out at Charles Riley Reserve. Once again, it's North Beach Footy Club leading this contest now. It's them leading 5 goals, 6-36. And Bassendean, 1 goal, 3, 9 points. Goal kickers for both sides so far. The only multiple goal kicker so far, Tommy Hooper, who's kicked 2 in that first quarter. The others singles to Lucasen, Sam Lamont and Jack Beverley. Goal scorers for Bassendean, just the one so far in Travis Booth. And look, it's been a pretty good contest, but look, North Beach just starting to probably roll on a little bit, Mark.
Yeah, they are. You can't fault the endeavour of Bassendean. Their application around the contest has been fantastic. Their backs have been under enormous pressure that half, but they've held up pretty well. And we know North Beach are a good side and they're going to bring it. So Bassendean players shouldn't be too disappointed with that effort. As I said, it's just that forward structure and ability to get the ball in enough times and give themselves a chance to try and kick a score. But yeah, the North Beach side, look, if things don't tidy up from here, then they will run away and have a pretty strong win, Ward.
Absolutely right. Look, once again, thank you for joining us today out in this round 9 contest, North Beach and Bassendean out at Charles Riley Reserve. We'll go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere, though. Once we come back, big free slide here at Charles Riley Reserve. We'll see you very, very soon.
Okay, welcome back to Charles Riley Reserve. The half-time M&D slide is in full swing here, and you'll see a host of North Beach, no doubt, club celebrities in their costumes, and not sure which one our presenter, Ward Harris, is dressed up in at the moment, but he did tell us he had one picked out before today, but this is fantastic from the North Beach Football Club, and raising money for motor neuron disease, and really, really horrible disease, and those people who know someone affected by it know exactly what it can do to someone. And it's great to see people from around the North Beach Football Club and the local community getting together to raise money for such a great cause. And as we see there, I saw them throwing the bags of ice in before the game, and no doubt it is absolutely freezing, that slide down there. So big crowd at North Beach, all crowded around the slide there up on the balcony, cheering everyone on as they go down. And they go down one by another. There was a bit of a tackle in there. It was a bit of a high tackle. Lucky the umpires ain't out there. Would have called a free kick for that one. But I don't know how many people this slide can take. But there's a whole heap of folk just about to come flying down the top now. It's Warwick Kappa, is it? Could well be in the Sydney jumper. This might be Ward Harris. Down they come, down the slide. Head first. Multiple numbers. The crowd are getting up and about. And so it's fantastic to see Perth Football League clubs getting around great causes like this and engaging the community and really raising awareness of, of such a, debilitating disease. And I think these guys are just having so much fun. They're going to keep going down the slide. I don't think one goes enough down here at Charles Riley Reserve today. And as I said, big crowd cheering them on. So fantastic to see. See if we can get a little bit more vision of a co-presenter down there. Someone coming down now with the Speedos on. Here he comes, straight down head first into the ice. That's a cold experience, almost got taken out from the next slider coming down.
Look, great course here for the Big Free Slides here at the Chaz MMD. A lot of these guys pretty keen. Hope you're enjoying the vision of it so far. These guys absolutely loving it, going down for the second and third time as well. We've lost a bit of audio from the host before, just introducing some of the players coming down. There's a couple of the boys here, a couple of Swans supporters coming down. Good slide, fellas. We've got Pharaohs, we've got some Top Gun. There's a bit of everything here now. But it looks like they're all done and dusted. We might flick across to a bit of a break. As the boys sit there and go back now for their last photo.
Yeah, things wrapping up down there at the Big Free Slide. Thanks to Ward Harris for getting down nice and close, and have a look at some of those costumes, will you? I dare say they'll be having a few cold Carlton dries tonight to celebrate what looks to be an absolutely, as I said, fantastic initiative from the North Beach Football Club. And well done to everyone who went down there today and got your costumes sorted. Full credit to every single one of you. A big round of applause from everyone up there on the balcony at North Beach Football Club. And that's what good communities are all about, when people pull together for causes outside of what they come down to play football for. And that's the great thing about football clubs and clubs in the Perth Football League, and always looking to go above and beyond to engage their community and do the best they can as clubs, and it's fantastic to see. Okay, we're just going to catch up with a quick break now, and we'll be back down here for the start of the third quarter very soon.
And we're back here for the round 9 clash between North Beach Footy Club and Bassendean. Look, hopefully you stuck around and watched some of the Big Freeze slide here at the Chaz. Big Freeze slide number 4. Once again, there's opportunities to sit there and donate. Look out for the QR code throughout the broadcast today. And look, it was a bit of fun there, Mark. That was freezing water that jumped into, but I'm feeling all right now.
You've got dry very fast.
I know.
And, you looked really good dressed up as a Pharaoh too, I think it was. But it's good to have you back up here, mate. Nice and dry and ready for hopefully a big second half of Perth Footy League A grade football action.
And Bassendean, look, they're going to need to come out, kick a couple of snags in this third quarter just to try and even it up a little bit. But look, it's looking all North Beach at the moment, I think, Mark. Yeah,
interesting forward setup from Bassendean. Got the straight line set up with their forward. So good to see Coach Darren Young trying a few things. And let's see if he can spark them back into the game.
So the two big fellas again, Cranley and Bennett Smith, been at it all day. And Bennett Smith wings that one. Modica starting in the middle, which is a good move. Flicks it out and finds Zagabria, who's moved to the middle. And, geez, he's thrown the magnets around nice and early, hasn't he?
Yeah, he likes to throw it around and change things up, and that's good to see. You're 4 or 5 goals behind, you've got to try something. So not afraid to try, Darren Young, and really good to see.
And look, I notice there, obviously, players come in straight off the square nice and quickly there. And a lot of players forward of the ball, but unfortunately turned that ball over. And good mark going back with the flight of the ball was Simons for North Beach. He just chips it inside. A good leading mark there by, I think that's Saunders. So Saunders plays on, chips it up, finds Garcia in the middle of the ground. Garcia just goes onto his right foot inside 50. Just going to sit in front of Lucasen. Doesn't sit there, and Norrie going back for Bassendean. Good pressure, good tackle there. Coming out of defence, a great kick finds the play in Curran for Bassendean. So Ethan Curran goes onto his left foot, goes to kick in the middle, and terrible kick. Cranley, the big fella, just takes it off, goes inside. Cranley keeps running. This will be an absolute contender. And out to the left-hand side, and geez, could have been one on the board nice and early for North Beach.
Yeah, Del Barello was calling for the ball in the middle. He had 3 North Beach players standing around him. He needed to work into that space for Curran, and wasn't the greatest option, but Curran didn't have anything else to kick to. So got lucky there, Bassendean, but that probably just shows some of these Bassendean players need to lift their work rate. And Del Barello's a good player, but he needs to work in hard and get into space and start becoming a lot more creative for his side at the moment. Had a very quiet first half.
So the captain in Caradazzolo looking to bring it in for Bassendean. Been a hot start to this second half so far. Just goes to play on, looking for distance. Chips it up, trying to find over 2 North Beach players, and one of those going back with the flight of the ball was Johnson for North Beach. He takes the mark, goes inside 50. Not the greatest kick, just out in front of Tommy Hooper, and goes out of bounds. So good start to this third quarter so far. North Beach already putting on the pressure and looking to see if they can snag this first goal of the third quarter.
Modica looks to be going with Beverley, which might be a bit of a run with roll for Bassendean maybe. Beverley's been very, very damaging in the first half.
So the umpire throws it in again. Good knock over the top by Bennett Smith it was, but snapped round the body. And I think that could be Riley Saunders for North Beach Footy Club. And once again, great work at the stoppage. And North Beach, look, they've pinched their first of the second half. And we've only got 2.5 minutes now in this third quarter. Yeah, great ruck work again down. And Big Hooper, I think it was, down to the opportunist Saunders and basically a goal that he should kick, but again, good ruck work inside the forward 50 from North Beach the second time. They've been able to create a goal from some tap work in there, and yeah, ominous signs now for Bassendean. I've been really hoping they could stay in this game and not let this become a blowout, but the next 5 or 10 minutes are going to tell the real story, Ward, as to whether that's able to happen or not. That's it, right. As the clouds start to come over a little bit more, it's been a cooler day out here at Charles Riley Reserve, but it looks like we might end up with a bit of rain possibly soon, but we'll see how we go and see if that changes the contest again as the umpire brings it back to the middle. Cranley and Bennett Smith. Cranley, Lawler almost able to pick it up, but Bennett Smith just soccer taps it to himself. Lamont coming through the contest, rips it out of there and finds Hoskins on the outside. Steps inside Fernando, but back to Lamont. Lamont goes inside 50, kicking it out in the path of Lucasen. Taps it forward, goes to pick it up, almost falls over his own feet. Over the top, Saunders. 2 minutes, is it? It is indeed. And North Beach, the train is rolling and rolling. Second in 2 minutes, once again for North Beach. They get their second of the quarter. 4 minutes gone, really starting to extend this lead.
Yes, they are, and as I said,
we said North Bassendean need to stand up in the next 10 minutes and conceded a goal within another minute or so. It's big red light flashing, unfortunately, on the Bassendean bench at the moment. And, you know, they really need to win the footy out of the midfield. So it comes down now to the likes of Tolly. Ridley's in there. Modica, you know, Big Bennett. Smith's got to find a way to get over the top of Cranley, who's been dominant so far. Otherwise, it's going to get really messy for Bassendean. And, you know, I don't believe that their effort so far warrants this result. But let's see how they go back in the middle with Bennett Smith up against Cranley again. The umpire throws it high. Cranley punches it down, forward to the 50. Beverley runs out the front of the stoppage, kicks it inside 50 in front again. Down there was Johnson. Good tackle from the Bassendean defender. North Beach player able to get the kick away. Lucason's onto the stop ball. Picked up by Modica. Good handballs, Modica. Out to the captain, Carrizzolo. Handballs inside to Ridley. Now Bassendean gets something going off half back. Wide kick out to the key forward, Sutton, who marks the ball 70 metres out from Bassendean goal. What can he do, Sutton? Looks to go inside 50 to Daniels. Did the early work. Daniels wasn't able to mark the ball. Del Barello gets in front. Really closely attended there by Sweeney, the North Beach defender. McNamara's in there competing hard for Bassendean. Ball still available. Leishman dives in. Fed out there from the Bassendean player. North Beach trying to pump it down. Knocked down by Daniels. Modica's over the top of the ball. He spilled it out. Ridley picks it up on the left foot. Levi Ridley deep to the pocket. Archie. No. Not able to take the mark on that occasion. Knocked down from big Luke Simons, and the ball's out of bounds in the right full forward pocket for Bassendean Ward. They're looking for their second goal today.
And look, really good pressure there by Basso. Almost able to pinch one. How was the strength work from Daniels there? He did it. He just couldn't quite grab the mark there. But the umpire's going to throw it up again. And Dino Ross in the ruck this time. Garcia around the ball and tackled straight away by the Bassendean play there. Ball bumps out though. Good hands there by Archie. Daniels shrugs 1 and 2 straight into Simons though. Halley tackled ferociously. Good flick forward. Round the body. Del Barillo. And that's a goal for Bassendean Football Club. And my goodness, they needed that one, Mark Winnett.
Yeah, well done, Bassendean. They hustled for the last 2 minutes inside 50. Daniels was strong. Archie was in there competing hard. The likes of Del Barello, the opportunist, didn't make a mistake from the goal square, and good reward for effort there, Bassendean Football Club. Jason Daniels, take about the last minute or so, been very, very good in and around the contest, and very strong player, and they're the ones that they need to get involved in the contest more. Ward, we need to see a bit more of Ridley, we need to see more of Daniels, we need to see a bit more of Modica and Del Barello. These sort of free-flowing types for Bassendean, if they're going to be able to bridge the gap into this third quarter.
And look, we thought it was going to get pretty real for Basso there, nice and quickly. But look, margin's still only 25 points. We've got about 7 minutes in this third quarter, and I think you're right. If those players can continue to keep involved, we've still got a game on our hands as the umpire throws it up again. Cranley able to win that one quite easily. Good body work there by Hoskins. Flicks it back there. Oh, but picked off straight away by the player there in Zagabria. Tackled straight away, though, is the Bassendean player. And the umpire will walk over the cricket pitch and come and grab the ball up again. So Bennett Smith and Cranley in the ruck. Cranley knocks that one, but Bennett Smith gets the secondary knock forward. Going through the contest with Lamont. Jeez, he works very hard. And Lawler at the bottom of that contest there. Umpire will pick it up again, just pushing a little bit further towards the Bassendean goal. So ball up. Cranley takes front spot. No one able to take it up, but Cranley just walks it out of there, kicks it forward. Does it sit for Lucason? It does. Long kick inside 50. It's going straight. Will it keep straight? Just out to the right-hand side. And Ben Johnson, as he sees it goes through, puts his hand on his head. He knew he was looking at a snag of the day, but it hasn't. And it's a behind for North Beach. They extend their lead, though. They lead this contest 7-7 now. And Bassendean 2 goals, 3-15. So Carrizzolo with the ball. Once again strolls in. Gains some metres, kicks it long. Well done there by Beverley. Comes out over the top though to the North Beach player, and it flicks from Leishman back to Lawler. Back to Leishman. Botticheer this time with the ball. Lawler, good pressure from Bassendean Football Club, but it comes out. Botticheer, normally a good long right foot kick straight to the square. Johnson over the top, and it goes through for another behind. But once again, quick hands by North Beach. Good pressure by Basso, and they sneak through another behind.
Certainly lifted their pressure rating, Bassendean, which is good to see. Skipper brings the ball back in. Not his best effort. Fortunately put his mate under pressure there. Oh, good contest in, high tackle. Bassendean player went in. Head over the football. That's the debutant there in Blissett. Well done, young fella. Put your head over the football and you get rewarded. Bassendean got the ball now on the right half back flank, sorry. Big strong kick up to centre wing. Be a big contest there. The big men fly. McNamara stays down. Couldn't quite grab the footy. Good shovel off from the North Beach defence. They go back inside 50. Lucasen couldn't grab it at his feet. Knocks the ball forward, but Bassendean got numbers back behind the ball. Good handball there. See if they can work it out through the likes of Daniels getting involved now, which is good to see. North Beach got numbers back though, and Cranley, the big man, just mopping up on halfback, goes back to his player. North Beach trying to work it through the traffic. Pressure rating's gone up a bit here in the third quarter. Wells coming out, meeting the ball well. Garcia's got it. Very crafty kick, Garcia. Short kick. Umpire said, yep, that's 15. I'll pay the mark. And Braden Lawler's got the ball 60 metres out for North Beach. Right at the top of the arc. Lawler looking for a target. Goes inside 50. Johnson on the lead, is it? Great kick from Braden Lawler. Absolutely perfectly weighted kick. And Big Ben Johnson on the lead. Ward presents really well, Johnson. But when you get silver service like that, it makes life a lot easier, doesn't it?
Oh, look, really good work by the North Beach forward line. They just created that space beautifully. And look, Johnson knew what Lawler was looking at, and pinpoint accuracy by Braden Lawler. Once again, why he ended up in our team of the year so far. And Benny Johnson, he's been pretty good so far today. Hasn't ended up with a goal on the board yet, but looking at strolling in for his first. So Ben Johnson kicks it straight, but straight out of bounds on the full, unfortunately. And once again, a let off for Bassendean Football Club. They need it, and they'll try and relieve the pressure now through their captain, I think. It could be.
Going to keep taking the game on here, Bassendean. Got nothing to lose. Keep trying to be daring with your ball movement. Take those dangerous kicks and see if you can open some angles up here. And otherwise, if it's much of the same, then obviously we know what the result will be. So let's see what the Bassendean Football Club can do in the next 10 minutes or so, Ward, and see if they can kick a couple more.
Unfortunately, turn it over there as the ball goes inside 50 again. Good mark going across the contest there by the player from Bassendean in Daniels. He's been all right today for Bassendean. Probably not one, but that was definitely not one of his better kicks, and finds Garcia for the opposition in North Beach Footy Club. So his mate and Halley says, look, just calm down, mate. Let's have a shot on goal, and let's try and put another one on the board. North Beach still leading this contest. Gone 12 minutes in this third quarter. Garcia hasn't hit the scoreboard yet, I don't think. He'll be looking for his first of the day.
Happy to back him in again here, Ward. Beautiful kick, James Garcia.
So Garcia a bit up and under that one, though, and just out to the right-hand side, and you pump him up and he lets you down, mate, unfortunately. But another behind for North Beach. Slowly there they extend their lead. The Bassendean still in this contest, but a lot of work to do. So Shannon Fernando, I think, with the ball, looking to bring it in now. Generally will play on and look to kick it long. So just chips it up out in the direction of Archie and Sharp, but well done going back with the fly is Hooper. After his electric first half where he was a 10 out of 10, he's been a bit quieter but still very good for North Beach. So Hooper goes to play on, kicks it deep inside 50 and out to the left-hand side. Another behind for North Beach Footy Club, still chipping away. 13 minutes gone in this third quarter.
Weren't too happy there. Some of the locals with that kick, big Tommy Hooper, but they shouldn't be too disappointed. He's been absolutely outstanding for him today. And they say Shannon Fernando. Love to see him take it on here, Ward. Play on and, yep, let's see what he can do, Shannon. Comes out to the outer side here. Going for Mark Vader. Good Mark Vader. Oh, no, didn't quite hold it in the end. Ball hit the ground. When he hit the ground, the dangerous Lucasen on his left. A boundary umpire says you're out of bounds, Shannon. We'll throw it in over there, the half-forward flank for North Beach. I thought Vader might have just marked that, but the light pole just got him away, Ward, and ball must have bobbled out when it hit the ground.
Yeah, I think a good effort there by Vader. Saunders just on his hammer able to knock that one out as the boundary umpire has it again. Got Cranley and Bennett Smith. Bennett Smith just pushed out there as North Beach just walked through that contest. Hoskins walking through there, but a free kick to Braden Lawler. So Braden Lawler just goes to move around the mark and just chips it inside 50. Leading mark by Tommy Hooper. The big fella is still absolutely on fire. I think he's had about 5 shots on goal. I think he's only kicked 2 goals, 2 and an out of bounds. Let's see if he can get another one on the board for North Beach Footy Club as they search for their third of the third quarter.
Just leads straight at the footy, doesn't he? Big, strong presence, Hooper. Let's see if he can go back and finish this one off.
So Tom Hooper just strolls in. And I thought that could have been just missing to the left-hand side, but the goal umpire has seen it different. No massive celebration from anyone there, so they might not have been sure. But, hey, look, the goal umpire signals with the 2 white flags. Another one on the board for North Beach Footy Club. As we mentioned, their third for the third quarter, and Tommy Hooper's third as well. But, look, Bassendean, everything to go in this third quarter still. They need a couple of quick goals, I reckon, Mark.
Yeah, they certainly do. And, Hooper's unfortunately... Reece Anderson's been fantastic, I thought, for Bassendean today, but Hooper's just been too strong, and the supply coming in's been fantastic from the likes of Lawler, Garcia and Beverley, really, and that's been the difference so far. He's had some good looks, so lights come on down here at North Beach Football Club late in the third quarter.
Must be automatic, mate, exactly on 4 o'clock on the dot as the umpire throws it up again. Bennett Smith wins that one. Daniels gets the ball there. Handball backwards. Well done. Oh, great tackle by Beverley holding the ball.
Yeah, good lesson for young Blissett. You just don't have the time at A-grade football. Got to get rid of the footy quickly in the middle.
As Beverley once again kicks inside 50, and guess who, Mark Winnett?
Yeah, well, he should have gone down the slide, the big fella, because... he did need to cool down. He is absolutely dominating at the moment, Big Tom Hooper. And his last one, he kicked it just a little bit right to left. Looks like he's got a bit of a right to left kick on him, Tom. So he needs to just set it out of the goal umpire's hat. And this could be his 4th. Comes in from about 50 metres out, Hooper. Deliberate approach. Lovely, easy kick. Floats to the goal umpire. Does not move. Actually went straight over the goal umpire's hat. And big Tommy Hooper kicks his 4th. The crowd are a bit happier below us here. They're clapping that one through. And big Tom Hooper goes bang. 2 and 2 minutes, and North Beach would open the game right up.
They do indeed. And you called that one through beautifully, mate. A bit of a right to left. It started just on that right goalpost and absolutely floated through beautifully. But 4th goal of the third quarter for North Beach Footy Club. And they extend their lead right out now. 49 points up. And we've got about 17 minutes in this third quarter. As the umpire strolls back to the middle, and it looks like they're now trying what we suggested a bit earlier. Looks like Norrie is going into the ruck against Cranley. Let's see if they add that extra midfield in there. As the umpire throws it up again, Cranley able to knock it down straight away and picked up by Lawler. Lawler comes back through the contest. Great handball back into the big fella in Cranley. Flicks it forward, finds Beverley. Beverley just chips it inside 50, sits beautifully for Johnson. Johnson to Hoskins. Hoskins shimmies one way, shimmies the other. Looking for a snag of the day. How does it sit? Oh, just tapped over the line, is it? No! Shannon Lucasen take a bow. Well done there. Able to keep the ball in play. Take rid of his defender and kicks it on his left. Second goal for Shannon Lucasen. And it is absolutely party time here at Charles Riley Reserve. They've gone the big freeze earlier in the day and kicked 5 in the third quarter.
I think that's his 19th for the year. I think Lucasen, about 3rd or 4th on the goal kicking. And, hasn't had a lot of involvements today, but doesn't need a lot of looks, as we know. And 2 clever goals and 10 goals, 9 on the board now. North Beach, 69, to 2 goals, 3-15. And opening up a pretty ominous lead here onto Bassendean Football Club. Just flexing their muscles a bit, aren't they, North Beach at the moment?
Yeah, look, it is indeed, and it's starting to get a bit ugly out here at the moment. Still plenty of opportunity, though, for both sides to get some more goals on the board, but look, North Beach leading this one quite comfortably as Cranley goes up and absolutely spikes that one forward. Scurrier coming off the back of the square there, able to get it forward to Lawler, who just chips it forward there. Lawler follows up his own work, tackled by Zagabria. That's holding the ball umpire. No, it's not, he says. Scurrier there once again. Forwards coming out for North Beach. A good pick up there by the player there in Swain. Flicks it back to Bow, who goes to Hoskins over the top, and Wells finds himself in a mountain of space. Kicks it inside 50 there, and good mark out on the lead by Johnson. And Johnson trying to play for a free kick there. But the umpire wasn't having any of it. And just sensational ball movement there, I reckon, Mark, from North Beach Footy Club.
Yeah, very good. And one thing I've learned about Ben Johnson is he just likes having shots from the hardest of spots.
That's just his go-to, isn't it?
Yeah, here he goes again from the spot he hit the post early in the first quarter. On the junction, Ben Johnson. Let's see if we can learn a little bit from that first kick. Comes in, really deliberate kick. The goal umpire doesn't move this time, and he said, you know what, I did learn. And I kicked it straight over the goal umpire's hat. And North Beach, well, they're flexing their muscles right now. And that's a contender for the goal of the day from big friend Ben Johnson. He's been fantastic this quarter, Ward.
Absolutely right. And Haley, mark that one down. That's one for our snag of the day. I think when we do between the posts later in the week, well done, Ben Johnson, first of the day. And they definitely learnt from the lessons of earlier in the first quarter. But 6 on the board in this quarter now for North Beach, and absolutely blowing this game apart now. Got about 20 minutes in this third quarter. And look, it's going to be all tough work and all uphill for Bassendean from here.
Yep, it's time to get some other players up into the middle. Maybe get a Delbarello in there, get some of these guys working who have been a bit quieter so far. Keep Ridley inside. Switch things around Bassendean and see if they can get a bit of a click up, because looking pretty dangerous as the North Beach midfield thoroughly on top. Presenting in front again as all forwards should be. Garcia looks inside 50, another one leading straight at the foot. Wasn't able to mark the football. Good defence down there. Shoveled out by Wells. Back to Garcia. Again, good defending. Garcia's in there again, competing really hard for North Beach. Well done from Marchi. Knocked the ball out. Could have been paid a free kick to Bassendean player, and he was there, was held on that occasion. Bassendean get the football on centre wing. Is it Curran? It might be. Handball's on. Archie again, taking the players on. Looking to create something for Bassendean. Comes inside 50. Delbarello 1-on-3. Was in front, couldn't create the contest. Mackay wraps up. Lawler, though, ever steady head of Lawler, just working the ball through. And there's Beverley, continuing to rack him up. Jack Beverley goes out in the wing to Scurrier. Good contest out there. Both players had eyes on the ball. Scurrier comes back inside to Bow. Ball moving again to Beverley. Starting to run a little bit slow, but he's still racking him up. Good kick inside to Saunders. And the North Beach Football Club look like a training drill here at the moment. Good competing down there by Anderson. Big Johnson still in there for North Beach. Numbers all around the ball. Looks like the umpire's waiting for it to bobble out. McNamara's in there for Bassendean. Tried to pick it up, and there's a free kick. Go the way of the Bassendean Football Club for a high free kick. Good contest in there, Bassendean. I think the kick will go to Kane Archie. I think it is, Ward.
Yeah, look, and I think Tommy Hooper just tried to rip him out of that contest there as the ball was bobbling around. But Archie gets that one there and just tries to find the free player on the outer side. He does indeed as he goes to kick in board and finds a Tolly. Good pinpoint kick there, and Bassendean just trying to open the ground up. Not the greatest of handballs, but does sit it right for Fernando. Kicks it out and just in front of the captain in Caradazzolo. Sits nicely for him and just goes the pinpoint pass. Can't quite get the ball down there to Delbarello. And once again, mopped up by North Beach. Goes in board and finds Bow. Bow flicks across to Lukey Simons. He just uses that left foot. Almost a pinpoint kick, but turned over there. Basso just go to hack it inside 50. And oh, what an absolute beautiful mark going back with the flight of the ball in Murray. Murray kicks it out onto the outer side and finds the player for North Beach. Back to the big ruckman, and then the hard-working Nick Bow. Bow gears inside 50. Was in the way of Hooper. Hooper wasn't able to pick it up, but Caradazzolo able to pick it up. Finds Archie, who just takes his time and goes to Fernando. Plenty of time here and space. David Mackay. Players just trying to get ahead. Not a lot to kick to now. Probably took a bit more time than they would have liked. Ridley all by himself. Good kick over the top here. Let's see what Bassendean can do. Ridley strolling inside 50. Over the top. Not the greatest kick, but it is to the advantage of that player. And Brodie Sutton takes a good mark inside 50. And better ball movement from Bassendean.
Yeah, well done, Bassendean Football Club. They had the numbers out on this outside here. And Levi Ridley perfectly weighted kick to Big Brodie Sutton's had a pretty quiet day. The big fella's competed hard, just hasn't been able to get on the end of many. Let's see if he can go back from 25 metres out, 45-degree angle, and kick Bassendean second of the quarter.
And so Sutton ends up kicking that one through, but very, very subdued from the Bassendean Football Club. Their supporters as well, very quiet. Look, they know it's been a tough afternoon. Second goal of the third quarter for them. First for Brodie Sutton as they slowly try to bring back this lead. Still down in this contest, though, as North Beach lead by 55 points as we tick very, very close to three-quarter time now. And look, we'll pop down soon at three-quarter time. We'll get some footage around from the North Beach and Bassendean huddles, and I think Mark might even go and catch up with the coach of North Beach Footy Club in Ryan McKenzie.
Should be one of the easier chats, Ward. Coaches should be pretty happy at three-quarter time, and he's 9 goals in front, so looking forward to having a chat with Ryan and getting his insight into how he thinks the North Beach players have gone today.
As the umpire throws the ball up again, stacks on the mills, but ball comes out of the middle. Once again, it is North Beach going through. How will this sit? It sits well, almost for Nick Wells, but good coming out of defence there by the Bassendean player. Goes to chip it, and Dino Ross takes an absolute beautiful mark there. And that is three-quarter time here out at Charles Riley Reserve. Massive bomb after the siren inside 50 by the player in David Mackay. But look, North Beach leading this one quite comfortably at the moment. Lead this game 11 goals, 10-76. Bassendean Football Club 3 goals, 3-21. North Beach kicked 6 in that quarter. Bassendean kicked 2. And we'll go through the goal scorers so far. Tommy Hooper, leading goal scorer on the ground. He's kicked 4. Shannon Lucasen has kicked 2 for North Beach as well. And then single goal scorers in Riley Saunders, Sam Lamont, Jack Beverley and Benny Johnson. Goal scorers for Bassendean, just 3, and all individuals. Del Borello, Travis Booth and Brodie Sutton. As we mentioned, big lead for North Beach as we go into this last quarter. We'll take a very, very short break and then we'll come back and we'll see Mark Winnett catching up with the coach of North Beach Football Club in Ryan McKenzie. And we're back here at Charles Riley Reserve, the round 9 contest in this Perth Footy League A-grade competition. North Beach Footy Club well in control of this clash against Bassendean. They lead at three-quarter time by a margin of 51 points. And I think it's been a good contest so far, but look, North Beach just showing their class. 56 points I think the lead is at the moment. We'll end up catching up with Mark Winnett very, very soon as he heads out and he's just watching the huddle, and he'll catch up with the coach in Ryan McKenzie. But look, I hope you guys enjoyed the big free slide here at the Chaz. I think it was slide number 4 that the North Beach Footy Club have done. And look, remember, if you're looking for any more information on MMD, make sure you end up scanning the QR code on the screen. There's an opportunity to find out a bit more info, or look, if you feel inclined to obviously donate to a great cause as well. It's one of my favourite games of the year, is the game out at Collingwood and Melbourne play. Neil Danaher ended up starting so many years ago. I think we're up to Big Freeze number 8 now. And look, as we mentioned, a great cause there for a disease that ends up causing a lot of heartache to a lot of families throughout the country. So, look, obviously they're around the North Beach huddle at the moment. You'd say they'd be pretty happy with the way things are going. I'd say the coach in Ryan McKenzie will be, look, obviously letting him know to look, let's not let this game get too back on their own terms. Let's keep the foot down and see if we can end up winning this game by 70, 80 points. But look, not far to go now until the fourth quarter as we tick down to the last 25 minutes of footy. As the huddle breaks now, and look, we won't be too far away, I don't think, from Mark Winnett and the coach in Ryan McKenzie.
Yeah, just down here with North Beach coach Ryan McKenzie. Ryan, must be pretty happy with how the team's gone so far.
Yeah, mate, it's we were a bit better that quarter. We started to get the pressure on the scoreboard. We thought we sort of controlled the game in the first half, but didn't really make the most of our touches. But to their credit, I thought they rolled back. They were hard in under, and they made it a bit of a slog. So hopefully we can keep it going this last quarter.
Yeah, and what was the message to the boys, mate, for the last quarter?
Yeah, it's really just to keep our intensity up. We've got a lot of players that haven't played much footy. So Sammy Lamont, Bev, Leashy, guys have only played 1 or 2 games this year. So we really want to start to now keep our intensity up. It's easy to drop off after you haven't played much footy. So we want to go away with a big win. We're not going to hide from that.
Thanks, Ryan. All the best, mate.
Thanks, Winnie.
And look, thanks to Mark Winnett and the coach there in Ryan McKenzie. And look, as we suggested, he was definitely feeling that way, going, look, there's an opportunity, boys, to try and win this game by a big margin and end up getting a bit of extra percentage now. Big fourth quarter coming up here at Bassendean Oval, against Bassendean Football Club out at Charles Riley Reserve. North Beach looking to extend their lead and put a big win on the board. As the umpire has the ball in the middle of the ground, once again Cranley and Bennett Smith, and Bennett Smith goes through that one very, very strongly, but gives away the free kick to Cranley. So North Beach looking for an inside 50 nice and early, goes in the direction of Saunders, but good mark going back with the flight. No, says the umpire. Scurrier gets in there straight away, tackled by Caradizzolo and the player there in Tolly. So good pressure by Bassendean as North Beach looking to turn the screws early in this fourth quarter. Cranley able to take that one out of the ruck. Tolly just shovels it onto his left boot there, but coming out to meet it straight away was Murray. Picked up by Ridley. Ridley goes through. That could have been holding the ball. No, says the umpire. Good tackle pressure straight away by Murray again. And the umpire will pick the ball up right on the cricket pitch in the middle of Charles Riley Reserve. Only a minute gone so far in this fourth term. Knocked down straight away again. Ball comes out of that contest. Daniels trying to take it out, but flicked out by North Beach Footy Club. Goes over the top there. Clever tap by Cranley there as North Beach come out of that stoppage. Good flick forward. Scurrier goes onto his left foot, chips it and finds James Garcia all by himself. And Garcia will go back and have the first set shot on goal for this fourth quarter. Hasn't put a score on the board yet, has James Garcia, but he'll definitely get his first set shot now as Mark Winnett comes back to join me. He won't jump him on yet, but look, I know Mark Winnett being a big fan of James Garcia, he'll already be telling him that this one is going to go through. Geez, that is an up and under kick though. It's not going to even make the distance. Lucasen touched off the boot, and geez, he is a smart forward indeed. And first goal of this fourth quarter. And third goal for Shannon Lucasen. And North Beach nice and early in this fourth quarter, as the coach Ryan McKenzie said, let's go and get a big win. And look, he'll be pretty happy with that goal to start the fourth quarter, I would have thought, Mark.
Yeah, ruthless message from coach Ryan McKenzie, as you'd expect this time of the year. He wants as many goals as he can in this last quarter, Ward, and he implored his charges to keep taking the game on, keep going at the game, and to show no mercy to their opposition. And that's a good sign of a good club. And the side has got their sights set on greater things later in the year. So they'll be looking to pile on as many as they can. And just walking past there, listening to Reece Anderson barking instructions. The Bassendean players still very vocal, which is great to hear. They're hanging in there.
Look, and they certainly they've probably been outclassed a little bit today, but the intent has really been there and a lot to work for Bassendean and the coach in Darren Young. And one of the better players has been Bennett Smith today as he knocks the ball out there, and Dino Ross coming out of that contest. But once again, a free kick given away, and it'll go to North Beach as Hoskins just goes to pass it off there, and well done by Leishman as he streams out of defence and chips it up and finds the player in Lucasen. He's been pretty quiet, I thought, but he's actually still ended up kicking 3 goals for the day, and Hooper almost takes one there as Daniels flicks it back to Fernando and handballs it out again. But good work there by the play in Hooper. Could have been holding the ball, but the umpire says, no, give it to me, and Hooper jumps on it again. And he's able to get another stoppage just right inside their 50, 30 metres around from their own goal. Hooper goes up in the ruck. No one's super keen to take it out, but Beverley does. Snaps on his left round the corner, and that is out of bounds on the ball full. And they're really peppering now, Mark.
Yeah, really handy addition to this side, Jack Beverley, isn't he? As I said before, big body. No real leg speed about him. It just works hard and uses his big body to get to as many contests as he can. And I think he'll obviously gain some real fitness from the next couple of weeks. But, geez, he's going to be an important player for North Beach later this year, Jack Beverley.
As Norrie goes and kicks it up over the line, and almost mark of the year taken by the big fella there. Flicks it inboard, but good work through the contest there. Was the player from North Beach Footy Club. Cranley goes back again, managed to get that big body off the ground and flicks to Saunders. Saunders, and he has absolutely kicked a beauty. I don't think that was Saunders. That might have been Hoskins, actually, was it?
Yeah, it was Craig Hoskins. So the ever Green Subiaco ex-midfielder just dawdling his way through at one pace there and just whacked the ball from 40 metres outward straight through the middle. And, they see really dangerous signs now. Bassendean are comprehensively 11 goals behind at the moment, but they certainly don't want this to turn out into an absolute flogging ward because it, doesn't do justice to have their effort today and also doesn't help their, obviously, percentage for their fight up the ladder later in the year.
Yeah, look, it's probably been a surprise. I know the margin says something a bit different on the board, but I think it's been a pretty good contest today. And look, Bassendean will be able to hold their heads high in a lot of respects. But look, North Beach, realistically, 24 scoring shots to 6. It's been a really strong, commanding performance by the North Beach Footy Club.
Back in the middle, Bennett Smith, tapped down by Cranley. Players competing hard. There's that big man Beverley again, gets the handball out. Hoskins, quick kick forward. Saunders not able to mark it. Daniels trying to get back for Bassendean. Lamont handball to Scurry. They'll get another opportunity here through Lawler. Runs to 40. Lawler gives it off to Lucasen. Lucasen over the top to Big Tom Hooper. Over the top again. It's a game of over the top. And Benny Johnson says, I'll finish the work off of the team. 5 handballs in a row. And Ben Johnson in the goal square. The Joe the Goose over the top, Ward. And that's his second, the big fella, and that's the easiest shot he's had today.
Yeah, he's probably every chance of missing that the way he's been going today. But, absolute beauty. And, I like the unselfishness there. Lucasen could have kicked his 4th. Hooper could have kicked his 5th. But, no, they decided to give it to Benny Johnson for the easiest of team goals. And, look, absolutely steamrolling now. 3 goals in 6 minutes for the Beach. And, look, showing while they're going to be one of the strong teams around finals time, I think, Mark.
Well done by Lucasen. I would have just gone bang if I was up there on the goal kicking like he is and kicked my 4th Ward, so he's a better man than me. Left footer, half forward, I would have just said, there's another one for me, and thanks very much. You've had your day, Tommy Hooper, but no, the little man looked after the big man, and away we go.
And look, we probably get to the point of the game now where we start to look for a Dartfish player of the day, and if we'd blown the siren at quarter time, it would have been Tommy Hooper, but look, we'll have to have a bit of a strong think about this one as Bassendean go to bring the ball out there. Good pressure by Beverley. Ends up causing a turnover on the kick. Brooks flicks it across to Garcia. Once again there. Well done by Brooks. Good pressure still by Bassendean. And well done by Leishman. Goes in the direction of Saunders going back with the ball. And courageous mark as he runs into Reece Anderson.
Yeah, really master stroke move by Ryan McKenzie to push Hooper forward, hasn't it? I mean, we've said earlier in the broadcast, he's in our team of the year at full-back, and here he is looking the most damaging forward in the comp at the moment. And he's about to get it again as Lawler hits him absolutely lace out. Tommy Hooper leading straight at us here in the broadcast. And again, he's going to kick this one. Ward from 40 metres out on a very tight angle, but going back for his fifth.
Yeah, look, I reckon he's a chance from here as well. But look here, one player that's probably gone unnoticed has been good today is Braden Lawler. His field kicking has been absolutely exceptional, and the ability to just hit targets has led to Hooper having his set shot on goal. So 45 metres out, tough angle, and out to the right-hand side. And I reckon he's probably kicked 4 goals, 5, and an out of bounds today, I reckon, mate. Could have been a massive day for Tommy Hooper.
Just getting back to Lawler, he's a Waffle Premiership player, dual, and that's what they bring, good skills to this level. And you don't play a lot of Waffle footy and win premierships if you can't play, Ward. So it's great to see these players back in the Perth Footy League and showing us their skills as they get a bit older in their careers.
Oh, look, especially as an alignment player as well, you need to really stand up to fit into those sides. And look, his position never would have been in doubt, I wouldn't have thought, at Peel Thunder, as North Beach once again go to bring the ball inside 50, and a very uncharacteristic kick there from
they're hard sides
Leishman
to play and war without diverting. I saw the Eagles had 15 or 16 in today, and they still got beat comfortably by Claremont in the end. And they had some good players like Liam Ryan and Willie Rioli and that out there, but a good team will always beat a team of good players, and it's the benefit of having a strong unit like Claremont. But anyway, back here to Bow, could have taken high. Scurrier just clumsy below his feet. Good the big work Cranley, good hands in tight. Hoskins taking it on, could have been penalised. Quick kick in again. North Beach still trying to pepper, taking a bit of ground to go forward this time. North Beach. Beverley's got a good contest. He likes 1-on-1. He marks the ball on 50. Numbers everywhere. Lawler was in the queue, but Scurrier said, I'm going to jump in front of you. Sorry, it was Riley Saunders. They're fighting for it down here at the moment, Ward, the North Beach small forwards, and so they should be.
Yeah, look, they're trying to see who can jump onto the scorers list at the moment. Riley Saunders, he's already kicked the 1 goal there, possibly 2, I think it was, in 2 minutes. And Scurrier hasn't kicked 1 yet, so look, he needs to get onto the goal-kicking list now. He's kicked one from, he had a shot from a fairly similar position a bit earlier in the day. But Scurrier goes and kicks from right on 45. Jeez, he has absolutely flushed that one. And Lockie Scurrier, he adds his name to the goal-kicking list. That's a 4th goal on the board in this 4th quarter for North Beach Footy Club. They extend their lead out. And, geez, they're looking like a real contender this year in 2022.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. They're strong all the way across the ground, North Beach. Very, very strong defence. Very resolute, hard-working midfield, some good outside run there, and good balance of inside, mids and outside, and a dominant ruckman in Cranley, and plenty of options going forward, Ward. So they've got their bases covered. They're going to be right up there this year. There's no doubting that, and it's going to take a good side to beat them. Absolutely
right, and we saw him play Curtin University a couple of weeks ago, actually, and Curtin obviously, haven't lost a game this year, but I think North Beach would have taken quite a few lessons out of that game there, and look, they could be ready to go next time they ended up playing them, as North Beach once again come out of that contest. Inside 50 to the big fella in Hooper, and you are kidding. Absolutely beautiful mark by Tommy Hooper there, and geez, there's not much more Reece Anderson could have done.
Nah, look, there's not much he can do all day. He's given away a fair bit of height, fair bit of strength, but what Hooper does do is he presents, he gets in front, he gets those big arms up high, Ward, and they're hard to stop. And, well, this should be his 5th. Feels like he's had about 13 shots on goal, the big fella. But let's see if he can kick it straight to our cameraman behind the goal. He's going to get a great action shot of this kick.
So he strolls in, does Hooper. Travis, look out, the ball's coming, son.
Almost hit him.
Almost got him, but most importantly, Tommy Hooper kicks his fifth of this 4th quarter for North Beach Footy Club. And, geez, she is absolutely blown out now as North Beach, look, they've obviously cracked the ton now and really leading this contest quite strongly. And, look, realistically, it could blow out to a 100-point margin here. Yeah,
well, it could, Ward, and the barbecue and the beers are on behind us, so getting pretty tempting to get out the back and have a barbie at the moment. But great to see the camera work we're able to bring you there, and our cameraman had his eye on the ball, almost landed right on top of his hat there, but great vision. And again, North Beach been menacing in this last quarter, exactly what Coach McKenzie asked them to do. And there's still plenty of football left in this one.
Absolutely right. We've only gone just under 12 minutes now in this 4th quarter, 5 on the board for North Beach Footy Club. And, geez, it would have been some good camera work if young Travis had ended up copping that one. But back with the ball in the middle of the ground and taken out by Bassendean as Ridley ends up hacking it around the body. But once again, North Beach just leading that one. Good pressure, though, by Dino Ross. Kane Archie, what are the better players probably for Basso today? Kicks it across the ground and finds Ridley. After a slow first quarter, he's been all right throughout the rest of the game. Kick inside 50 there, and great spoil there by the North Beach player there. Bassendean just at the bottom of that contest. Kicks around the body, and that is an absolute belter of a goal. And I think that's by Dino Ross. Just hacked it around his body after a good pickup. And once again, that is another nominee for a snag of the day. Dino Ross grabs a goal for Bassendean, their first of this last quarter. But it's a long way back from here, and unfortunately, I'd say that's all she wrote.
Yeah, good goal by Dino, and he'll get better as he plays more games towards the back end of this year for Bassendean, no doubting that. Got to hang in there, Bassendean, the next couple of minutes, see if they can get 2 in a row. Try and take some small wins here, Ward. And late in the game, I suppose where you got to go with a pretty young group, but still a bit to go in this contest, I think.
Look, absolutely right. Probably about 12 minutes to go in this last quarter now. Good percentage booster for North Beach Footy Club, and look, good lesson for Bassendean as well. As the umpire brings the ball back to the middle of the ground. Look, Cranley probably in the discussion, I think, for the Dartfish player of the day, I would have thought, but look, Tommy Hooper has been very good, as has Lawler, who tries to bring that ball out of the contest there. Once again, Nick Wells able to grab that one. Nick Bowe with a no-look handball. Didn't quite work out for him. Going through the contest there was Zagabria. Kicks inside 50. I think it's the player this time in Ross as well. And it goes out of bounds on that far side.
Yeah, if you're listening out there, maybe send us a message. Tell us who you're thinking for the Dartfish player of the day and help us make our mind up. We've got big Tommy Hooper, and as you said, Cranley's been fantastic. And don't forget about the likes of Jack Beverley inside and Braden Lawler, Ward, and then the opportunist Lucasen with 3 goals so far. So if you've got a vote for us, send it in. By all means, let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you.
As the umpire throws it up again, the big fella in Cranley against Ross this time. And Ross probably able to knock that one, goes straight to the Bassendean midfielder there, but set upon straight away. We'll have another ball up.
Just make sure that whoever you send through is actually on the ground and not up in the crowd having a couple of Carlton dries up there. Let's make sure it's one of those players out in the oval. But as I said, get in touch with us. Let us know who you think. We've got 10 minutes or so to make a decision, Ward. It's not going to be an easy one.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. My best on ground probably was the Pharaoh a bit earlier today, but that's just a bit of a biased opinion as North Beach go to hack that ball forward and gains a few metres as they look to just work their way out of trouble.
Look very fit, the Pharaoh too.
Must not have been me then, unfortunately. As the umpire goes to throw.
Keep the mystery open, Ward.
There was a few of them.
Could have been our producer Hayley up here. She disappeared too at half-time for a little bit, but she's telling me it's not her.
Oh, well, filming footy, we're looking after the MMD people as Bassendean go to kick the ball inside 50, but well done by North Beach as they just work their way out there. Wells on the left foot, going to find Lucasen, and well done by Lucasen. Just finds a heap of space. Mark Winnett says he needs to go, and go he does over the top. Garcia working hard. Plenty of room here, and in the way of Johnson. How does it sit? Oh, absolutely does a leg break past him. Goes back to Anderson, who flicks the ball back and goes forward. Norrie under this one. Tries to turn Lucasen inside out, but can't. Goes to Leishman, who just wheels around his body. Sits very well for Garcia, who goes back to Lucasen. Nice little check side kick inside 50. People lining up for that one, and over the top this time was the player in Toby Bennett-Smith, the big ruckman. Now just floating back, and the big spoil over the top.
He'll be sore tonight. Big Toby's worked really hard. Unfortunately, Cranley, the bigger body's probably got the better of him, but he'll learn from that, Toby, and be one of Bassendean's better players. Hasn't stopped trying all day, Ward.
Yeah, and look, I think if he sticks in the Perth Footy League, I think he's going to be one of the strong ruckmans in the comp in years to come as Cranley falcons that one out of the contest. Lawler just goes to handball it out, but well done there by Zagabria to Daniels. Daniels just brings it forward there, lands in the lap of Curran. So Ethan Curran just trying to gain a bit of ground, puts the afterburners on, goes one bounce, steps past 1, 2 and 3, flicks across to Booth. Booth goes to kick inside 50. Does it go over the top? It does, but well done by North Beach Footy Club as they come of the contest here and just brought back into the middle of the ground and finds Nick Bowe. He's had a fair bit of the ball so far as Bowe. Once again, being one of their better players. Hits up to Garcia. So Garcia, good mark. He normally turns and goes pretty quickly. Cranley calling for it. Garcia falls over, but still has plenty of time to kick it through the middle and finds Scurrier. So Scurrier handballs inboard, finds Brooks. Not the best kick by Brooks. Goes right almost through the legs of Fernando. Could have been a high tackle there. Norrie over the top of, I think, the player in Swain. Almost puts him in a headlock into a sleeper hold. But the umpire will come and grab the ball there. So yeah, almost 18 minutes gone now in this last quarter. North Beach still trying to put on the pain as they bring the ball out this far side and just lands in the lap of Daniel Leishman. So Leishman, once again, Garcia just works so hard, doesn't he, Mark?
Yeah, he keeps working hard, presenting to the foot. All the North Beach mids do, you know, and when you keep working hard and finding the space, you get rewarded. Hoskins again, and Lawler working into space. The mid's starting to wax now for North Beach.
Oh, good weighted kick there by Hoskins.
Peel Thunder Premiership player Braden Lawler says to Big Cranley, how about you have a go, Kyle? And he tries his best. Ball comes to ground. Modica got wrapped up quickly. Cranley back in there, sensing an opportunity. All the Bassendean players jumping in. There's Norrie trying to get it out. He was tackled while he tried to get it out. Umpire said, play on, boys. See if you can knock it out of there. Ridley still fighting hard. Bow knocks it through. There's Garcia again. Scurrier taps it out to Bow. Hoskins again looking out wide to Wells, the wingman, the left footer. What does he see? Wells, he looks up, he sees Johnson off the chest. Norrie clearing, and Kane Archie's going to get the ball at half back, and he can go for Bassendean. A bit of a 360 pirouette, Archie, but he goes long and wide, up to half forward. Ross taps the ball over the top. Here's the goal kicker in Booth. Not able to hit the scoreboard on that occasion, and into the man on the crowd over there. He's walking his dog left full forward pocket, and we'll have a ball up, Ward.
Absolutely right. And as Wells went to go inside 50, he had Lucasen all by himself. And to Lucasen's credit, he was not filthy at all. If he was, he kept it inside pretty well because he was out by about 4 metres there. But could have been another opportunity for him to sneak up that goal-kicking list. And once again, Bassendean, Booth had so much more time. And just out to the right, or left-hand side there, as the umpire goes to throw the ball in again. The two ruckmen go up, but well done there by Bassendean. Trying to bring the ball out of the contest there. Was that player in Blissett? Wasn't able to do it, and the umpire comes in to grab the ball directly in front of the Bassendean goal here. Let's see if they can sneak through their 5th of the game. And we've gone almost 20 minutes in this last quarter. So tap down there by North Beach Footy Club. Bassendean just able to grab it. Archie around the body. Is that touched off the boot? What does the umpire say? He says, no, it's not. The goal umpire signalled, and a great goal around the body by Bassendean and by Kane Archie. As we mentioned, one of their better players today, and 5th goal on the board for Bassendean Football Club. 2nd for the quarter. And they try and just put a bit of pride back in this contest.
Yeah, well done, Bassendean. Keep hanging in there. So we haven't given up all day. They just... fortunately, haven't been the better side so far, but as we said plenty of times, Ward, they've fought hard, they've tried to hang in the contest, just haven't had enough contributors today for long enough, unfortunately.
So the umpire's going to bring the ball back to the middle of the ground now. I think we've gone, it's about 20, getting close to 21 minutes now in this last quarter. It's been an absolutely clinical performance by the North Beach Footy Club. As we mentioned before, Bassendean, really haven't stopped trying. But North Beach just been that little bit too good. As the umpire brings the ball and throws it up again. Cranley, one of the best players on the ground. Well done by Lawler. Almost does the big area, but able to pick it up again. A great kick inside 50. Saunders drops that one there. Bassendean, defender straight on top. Jumps out to Johnson. Johnson handballs forward. Oh, can Swain get it out of there? He can't. Lucasen in there as well. Will it flick out to Hooper? Hooper puts his hand over the ball. Lucasen over the top. And doesn't quite get the distance and lands in the arms of the player in Jake Ricks. It was good last week, been pretty quiet this week for Bassendean. So Ricks goes, the clearing kick goes down the line. Sutton, but well done there by the player in Tolly. Flicks it over across to the Bassendean player there in Blissett. Hasn't been a bad debut for the player. Johnson picks it up. Terrible handball there, a bit sloppy. Halley trying to get in the contest as well, see if he can get into the goal scorers list. Hoskins goes to Lucasen. Saunders, from the impossible angle. And just across the face of goal. Does it go out of bounds? It did just, and then came into the play. So North Beach Footy Club, look, they're going to win this game quite comfortably. About 3 minutes left now in this contest. as they look to bring the ball in now through Archie. Archie, good kick up the middle of the ground and pinpoint pass finds the player in Mark Vader. Vader was pretty good on Lucasen early, but Lucason's end up sneaking those goals as Archie goes through the contest there. Good body by Garcia, but hacks it forward there, and going back with the flight there was Brooks for North Beach. So Brooks just goes to bring it out to the outer side and finds the defender in Halley for North Beach Footy Club. Braden Lawler all by himself. Once again, his field kicking has been an absolute highlight today. Bit of an up and under on that one, though, and just chopped off by Dino Ross. So Ross for Bassendean kicks it inside 50, almost going back, and this could be a free kick. Yes, it is to James Del Borello, and Delby will go back and try and kick his second for this contest as we start to tick down now to about 2 minutes left in this game. It's been a good effort by Bassendean, but it's been all North Beach Footy Club. So James Del Borello has kicked one so far, kicked it in the third quarter for his second goal of the second half. And he has missed that one out to the left-hand side. He'll be absolutely filthy with himself there. We could see from the body language he wasn't too happy. And North Beach will be happy just to try and run the clock down now. It's been a good performance by the North Beach Footy Club as they bring the ball in, and this player has been very important for them today in Daniel Leishman. So Leishman just goes to go over the top there. A good diving mark forward. Has it been paid? No, I think that might have gone out of bounds. Just on that far side. As the umpire is going to bring it in again. Tick down to 1 minute left to go in this contest now. As the umpire brings it in, Cranley definitely in the frame for the Dartfish player of the day. As they bring the ball forward there, snapped around the body. Good mark there, almost by Sutton. Does he knock it forward? Can't see what's happening there on the line. Good pressure there by North Beach, and Bassendean jumping as well, trying to pinch a late one. But once again, the North Beach defence holding up well. Probably about 1.5 meters out from the Bassendean goal. Let's see what can happen there. Ross against Hooper, I think it could have been. No, it might have been Cranley, as Wells goes to follow it out of bounds there. And Sutton in there as well. Counting down time in this contest. It's been a good one. I hope you've enjoyed the telecast so far today. North Beach look like they're going to win this one in the end by what will be a margin of about 74 points. As the umpire throws the ball in again. Can we get a late score here now? Bassendean with the ball, but North Beach at the bottom of this contest. And that is all she wrote here out at Charles Riley Reserve. North Beach Footy Club convincing winners in this round 9 clash against Bassendean Footy Club. They win this one 108, 16 goals 12. Bassendean 5 goals for 34. It's been an absolute pleasure having you out listening with it today. I hope you've enjoyed the telecast of this game, and we're grateful that we can support the Big Freeze number 4 out here at the Chaz. So Mark Winnett just making his way out to the middle of the ground at the moment. While he's making his way out, it's a long walk to the middle of the ground now. We'll go through the goal scorers for each side. Leading goal scorer for North Beach Footy Club, Tom Hooper with 5. Probably could have kicked 10 in the end, but just the 5. And I think he'll be pretty happy with that. Shannon Lucasen kicked 3. Other multiple goal scorers were Ben Johnson with 2. Riley Saunders with 2. Singles to Scurrier, Lamont, Beverley, and Craig Hoskins. And Mark Winnett still making his way out to the middle of the ground. Congratulating the players there. Cranley was one of those, and Mark's obviously chosen not to pick him there. And I would think I know who he's walking to now. And I think he's got him now.
Down here with Tom Hooper, the Dartfish player of the day. The boys are getting around him. Tommy, 5 goals. Tell us what you feel, mate.
Oh, mate, it's nice to nice to be swung forward every now and then, but no, mate, it's a good team effort and just good to put 4 quarters together, so it's good, mate.
We had you as fullback in our team of the year at halfway, and you could have kicked, I reckon, 5 goals, 6 today. You could have kicked probably 10.
I kicked a few out in the full, but I'll just work on that during the week, mate, but it's good.
So where do we want to play, mate? Forward or back? Tell Coach Ryan McKenzie, where do you want to be?
Mate, wherever I need to play to get the team to the last day of the year, so that's what we want to do.
Well done, good game, well played.
Mate. Thanks, mate. Well done. Thanks, boys.
Oh, look, good interview there by Mark Burnett and Tom Hooper. And as he mentioned, look, that's what you want out of some of your best players, your senior players. He's happy to play wherever he's needed to try and get North Beach to the last day of the year. On Between the Posts, earlier in the week, we picked our teams that are going to make the grand finals, and Cam Robbins, look, he picked both the all-conquering Curtin University. He reckoned North Beach were going to make the grand final as well. And look, based on that performance out here today at Charles Rowley Reserve, you'd have to say they're right in the mix. Look, I still think CBC have got a good chance of making that grand final day as well. But look, we really hope you've enjoyed the broadcast out here today. North Beach convincing winners over Bassendean Football Club. Once again, thank you to the team that we've out here today. I hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. Enjoy your weekend. We look forward to seeing you next week as we cover another game in the A-grade competition. Halfway through this season now, looks to be a couple of contenders. Make sure you look after yourselves. Have a good weekend. And we'll see you next week at the footy. Bye-bye.